Too much arena grinding. Ah, what's up, everybody? It's the final Namor stream right here, man. Final Namor stream. I cannot wait for this grind to be over. Give me that free crystal. Ooh, that was the daily crystal too? Hell yeah. Take that. Whew, man. The heck? Something on my head? I must have scratched it or something. I don't feel anything. Anyway. What up, people? Let's get this grind started. We need to get a tweet out there into the world. And I don't even know what I want to tweet. I guess I'll just keep it simple and say, Dearest at Marvel Champions, I now welcome you to the final Namor stream. Of round one. Bring some ointment. No, I'm not. Let me leave the other part out. Bring us. I am now. No. Actually, I gotta throw something in there. Can you bring an extra cushion? Cushion? What the heck? Cushion for my butt. Okay. Tweet. I don't know why. Anyway. Our horrible tweet. Awful tweet, but it's out there anyway. I see a bunch of hashtags saying Siobhan stole my Jordans. Wow. Could be from the one and only Hobbit. Dragon sent over $2 already as well, saying final slappy slap for luck. Dragon, thank you very much. Whew. I'm gonna need it. I am fully burnt out on this round here. Slap. But thank you very much, Dragon. I appreciate that. We gotta keep going though, man. Gotta keep pushing through. At the wall in the marathon. Gotta break through it. Landon Burgo, first winner, followed by Dr. Rince, John Kelly, Kurz. What up, people? We got It's Not Carson in here. Dragon, Shane Ramsey. When was the last time you had the number 6 in the thumbnail? Good question, dude. I don't even know. We got Star in here. Donut Cop, Hobbit, Apu. Daniels. Do you regret the grind, or are you okay with your life still? I mean, I don't necessarily regret it. It's just, it's wearing on me, man. It's wearing on me. Oh, I really hope I get him, guys, is all I could say. I really, really hope I get him. What's up, Grotesque, Lags, Bonesaw, Hoochie, Wife, Hey BG, you dead, man? What is that? What is it in, what's it called? Oh my god, what is the name of Cool Runnings? With the Jamaican bobsled team. Sanka, you dead, man? Yeah, man, or whatever he was. I can't remember the exact line, but I always thought it was funny. Anyway, get yourself a moving. I know. I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving. What if I just don't play Arena? You guys want to do Act 6 instead? Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's do Arena. Let's do Arena. Oh, man. Was this the person spamming in Hobbits, too? Please don't spam, man. I don't want to have to ban you, too, dude. But you will get banned if you start spamming again. That is your one warning. Please do not spam. It's all cool. Dude, Cool Runnings. You know what? I feel like I need to find that on Netflix or something and watch that tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I don't think I'm gonna pull an all-nighter, but I don't think I'm gonna sleep much. Excuse me. I think it's gonna be like a 4-hour sleep type of night. You know, try to do as much as I can for the end of the grind here. God, I hate this guy's everything. I really hate fighting Havoc. God, I hate fighting Havoc. What's up? Wait, did I already say what's up in that basket? I think I did. Hello? Yeah, I think I did. Well, anyway, what's up again? Pixie Bell, what's up? So I think I'm going for him next round. Lags. Get ready to feel the pain, dude. Well, if I do get him this round, I'm going again. So we'll be right there together, man. Grinding side by side, dude. We could do some stream shenanigans together, or you know, we could raid each other type of thing. We can make it fun. We can make it interesting. So hashtag Namor points. Dap raid. Oh man, we got a Dap raid in here, dude. Welcome, Dap and Dap raiders. Sanka had an egg too. I know he did. He did. I wasn't necessarily inspired by him, but I mean, maybe I was subconsciously. Stream shenanigans sounds good. Yeah, man. Why grind twice? No awakening gem? No awakening gem. What's up, you lazy ass? You're behind me. How bad do you feel? Pretty bad, huh? Wow, Dreamin'. Wow. You know, I'm still hurt from before, man. You know, earlier today, you know, it's Dreamin's first featured grind, and he's grinding for a champion that may break the record. So, you know, I'm checking in, and I'm like, dude, how you doing? How you holding up? You feeling all right? Would you do this again? You know, that type of thing. And all he says, he doesn't reply, he doesn't answer my question at all. He just says, I've done way fewer rounds in the arena as you. Basically, just bragging that he has the same score, a higher score now, with much less work. So rude. So rude. What do you think is minimum for 5-star Namor, or like the cutoff? I have the cutoff at the bottom of the screen there. Who knows what he's actually gonna go for? But yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be a 7-7. We shall see, though. We shall see. I don't do arena because BG makes me do his grind when he's not streaming. Thank goodness for this 2-hour break. Wow. My wife is a liar. She's been working all day. They took telling Dreamin' the same thing 12 ways before it sunk in. He realized Namor's a good champ and not just a prestige champ. I know, dude. Dude, that was so funny, man. I was cracking up. Because I knew, like, there was a bunch of you. You were the first person to say it, I think. And then there was a bunch of other people that, you know, were all trying to say the same thing. Like, no, you dummy. He heals on his attacks when running suicides. And I was like, alright, watch this. I'm going to put an actual percentage in there, and he's going to get it. That was great. Excuse me. Oh, no, man. This cough. This lingering cough is somehow returning. Jacob Plishtiv, am I saying that correctly? If I'm not, I'm so sorry. But you sent over $5. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate the $5. No message. Just a 5. Unless I missed a previous message. I'll do a super quick check. Oh, there's another message after that, right after it, saying inspired by your ridiculous grind. Wait, is there? Okay, yes, you were saying it right. Okay, all right, those are the only messages. Okay, all right, cool. Well, dude, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Get out of my face, X23, I swear. All right. But yeah, dude, thank you. I will update the big old D real quick. I think I'm gonna break my record to, you know, which I should really want to be clear here. This is just a personal best type of record. There are longer streaks out there than mine, but my current longest streak is 12:06, and I think I'm on pace to pass that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll share the results, of course, when they come in. But what's up, Demiok, with your fake cough to get attention? Everyone knows the next champ is going to be OP because history shows the champions after PG grinds for ends up being better than the one he grinds hard for. That's possible. That's possible. But in this case, I think I'm actually grinding for the right champion. For once. When I responded that I had done way less rounds, it actually wasn't meant as a brag. I meant that I'm not as exhausted as you because I've done so many less rounds. But I like how you took it. Wow. How many units? Dubes, I'm still the same amount of units, 3,700. I haven't done any refreshing since yesterday. I haven't done any refreshing today. I'm going to try to hit 80 without refreshing. I don't know if it's possible, but I've got a round of 5 stars coming up. Basically, I'll have 5 stars 2 more times and 6 stars 1 more time throughout the grind. So that in itself is... I want to say like a little over 6. What would it be? I think that would be like 7 million right there. Between that and then just running the 4 stars, I think I can hit 80. And I don't know, man. I don't think this guy is going above 80, or if he does, like just barely or something like that. So I don't know what I want to do. Who knows? It's not bad at all, BG. You don't even look like it's taking a toll on you. Yeah, well, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. I've gotten decent sleep. Like, I haven't lost any sleep over the grind or anything like that. So, sleep-wise, I'm doing all right. But mentally, dude, I'm tired of sitting here just grinding away. You know how it is sometimes, man. Why don't you activate Arena Boost? I don't really have Arena Boost to activate. I kind of burned them all already. I opened up all my... Well, actually, I still have a few greater boost crystals unopened, but out of the, like, 100 plus that I opened, I got such a crappy amount of 5-star boosts. I do have 4-star boosts. I didn't use any 4-star boosts this round. I'm going to see if, you know, might have to use those next round. I kind of wanted to hold on to those. I think people will hit 100 million on this arena. Oh, some people will. Yeah. Yeah, some people definitely will. But that's not going to be the cutoff. There's no chance at this cutoff being over 100 million. Score you aiming for? I'm just kind of going, you know, grinding as much as I possibly can. Just trying to hit at least 80. I don't know if I'm going to be, you know, going higher than that. We'll see. BG always looks bad, hence no visible toll. That's partially true, man. Shouldn't you just go safe and spend more units considering that you've already spent a lot? Possibly, man. That's kind of the risk that you take in Arena. The thing is, you know, I don't have an unlimited supply of units. Nobody does, but, you know, at least if I had... Like if I was spending in the game, then at least I would have something to fall back on and be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna spend a few bucks, make sure that I can finish out this grind safely, and still have units left over for next round, and still have units to do a 6.2 Legends run. But you know, when trying to factor those things in, and considering, you know, there is no option of going to the unit store, it's not just a matter of playing it safe. It's a matter of trying to be as safe as possible while also calculating the near future here. So Brian, word equals inundate. Hey, I know this word. This is not a word. I mean, it's a word, but this is not a star word. like that means like something crazy or whatever. And yet, I've never used inundate in a sentence. Oh, is this person spamming again? Alright, well, time to ban. Same fate that happened in Hobbit's channel, sadly. Don't know why. But, inundate, that is not a new word. Doesn't mean Brian will know it. Oh, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? If somebody uses it in a sentence, I'll know what they're talking about, but I think inundate, does it mean something like overwhelm, kind of? You like inundate somebody with a high amount of work or something like that? Oh god, these are the worst words, because it's so embarrassing. This is not some exotic, rare word that nobody's ever heard of before. Son of a... Alright, just tell me the definition. That's my best guess. ABG, really hoping you use some revives, because I'd hate to see you not get this champ. Refreshes, I'm guessing, because of few possible bots out there. Dude, yeah, the bots are making me sad, dude. The bots are making me real sad. When I pulled up that screen earlier and saw that all of those names had essentially the exact same score, or very, very close to the same score. Like, that doesn't happen, man. That doesn't happen. That has to be a bot situation. There was, what, like 6 in a row that all scored the same amount in the arena event. Like, you see tons of names from other alliances up there. You know, it's not uncommon for, you know, a bunch of people in the same alliance to be going for a champion. But when they all score, when they're all lined up like that, no, something's up. It's not even a question in my mind. So, yeah, pretty sad to see that. This will be the first time Brian answers Star's word correct. Hey, I've done it a few times. Hold on, what was the actual definition here, though? Inundate verb to cover with a flood, overflow, overwhelm. Okay, so what did I say? Is that what I said? I think that's what I said, right? Yeah! Woo! Dude, those Zephyr has been back at it for like a month now. Kabam sucks. They need to handle that poop. Yeah, dude, they really do. They really do. Brian Cooper Black Order. That's not a new membership, is it? I think Brian Cooper Black Order has been a member for a little while now. I don't think he's in here at the moment either. But either way, if you're listening to this on the playback or something, thank you very much, man. Appreciate the continued support. What is this? A man running down the street. Wait, isn't there a song that goes something like that? Oh wait, no, that's There She Was, just a walking down the street, right? That's the song, I think. Oh man. That's a pretty little picture. BG, She-Hulk is amazing. I wish people understood this. Me too, dude. I wish I had She-Hulk. I think some people know. It's just there's not a lot of situations where she's really needed, and people have other champions that are ranked up already. But no, she's really good, man. She's really good. You should make a vid about the bot cheaters. There's no real reason to. Like, it would get some attention, it would get some views and stuff like that. So, on like a personal level, it's for the amount of effort that it would take, like, it'd be fine. But something like that, I'd rather just, let Kabam know and hope that they take care of it. It's not gonna, it's not gonna happen any faster making a video out of it. Sometimes it can seem that way with certain things because of like the timing of it all, but there's been plenty of bans in the past that happen without videos on and everything. Just sucks, man. I just wish it didn't happen. Not only is there that type of cheating, but then there's also I'm sure some account sharing going on, other things. Douglas and 05 of them pounds saying, morning BG, grinds looking good. Keep it up. Fingers crossed for you. Douglas, thank you very much, man. Appreciate the 5 pounds, dude. Yeah, just hit that 67 mil mark. Whoo! Still got a ways to go here, but I ain't stopping, man. I ain't stopping. Thank you very much for the 5 pounds, dude. Damn, nice score. Finally, someone buy me now. I don't feel so behind. Everyone else in my lines is at like 72 plus since this morning. Good God. You guys are going hard. I finished this itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. I almost went spider. Itsy bitsy spider, but nope, that's the bikini song, right? ABG, good look at the grind. How many points do you get with your 4 stars each round? I don't know, actually. I don't even know. I normally when I'm doing these grinds, I pay attention to it, but I actually haven't paid attention to it. I need to do that. I need to figure it out. I know, like a few rounds ago, and like during my bigger rounds, like I think for Mr. Sinister, when I was grinding for that guy, I think it was at like 1.1 million, or maybe 1.2 million for all of my 4 stars. So it should be higher now, but I don't know how much higher. But I've gotten several more 550s and a few more just at 330. So felt good seeing those guys finish ahead of me when going for the dupe of Doctor Strange and finishing 151. Didn't sting at all. Oh yeah, dude. It sucks, Mike. It freaking sucks, man. Brian, you can take Namor to rank 5 right away, and what's it can get him to? I'm not going to take him right away. I need to evaluate 6.2, just in case I need to rank up one of my other mutant champions. I doubt it, but just in case, I'm going to hold on to my resources. I have a 4 to 5 mutant rank up gem though, so you know, that definitely helps things out quite a bit. But yeah, I want to wait on it. As far as Sig level, I can get him to about Sig 120. About Sig 120. So he wouldn't affect my prestige right away anyway. Good luck, BG. Staying up all night. Just doing the normal milestones in the arenas. I'm not sure if Philly will. I don't think I will. There's a chance. It depends on how tired I am. I'm not feeling so tired right now, so I might. But if I get tired, you know, I'm not gonna push it, and I'll take like a 4-hour nap or something like that. For one of my 4s, I get rated about 1.3 exactly. You definitely get more than me doing all of them. Okay. How many 550s do you have again, Dubes? I know we just talked about this. And how many teams in total? How many teams and how many 550s on those teams? I think I have 47 teams and 50 550s. What's up, Lazarian? Hey, BG. Trying to get my street cred back by lowering my minivan a couple inches. Oh, yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Lower it a little bit. Drop it down. Get some music going. Get some smoke machines, or just create it naturally. Either way. Gonna be able to make it 80 mil. I'm gonna have to, Bobbin. I'm gonna have to, dude. Hi, BG. Which phone are you using at the moment? This is the 8 Plus. The 8 Plus. 44 550 and 45 teams, I think. Okay. Yeah, so there's not a huge difference really between the two. I just get a little bit more than you each round, not much. Probably, it's probably not even 100,000 extra points than you. It's probably 75,000, something like that, more than you. Croy sent over $5. Thank you very much, Croy. Appreciate that, man. Saying, what content would you want to see completed by a duped 6-star rank 2 Sentinel? My cousin was asking. He could record it and send it. Good luck grinding, BG. I don't know if I have anything. Congrats to your cousin. That is an awesome champion to have. I don't know if there's any content in particular that I want to see. Have quite a bit of footage from B Manny's 565 Sentinel that he shared, and then Mad Cat in my battle group also has a rank 2 6-star Sentinel, and sometimes he'll share like an Omega Red Kill or something. So yeah, I don't have anything off the top of my head, but man, that is a sick champion to have. There's not many champions that if I pulled as a 6-star, there's not many that I would take to rank 2, but Sentinel is one of those champions that I would take to rank 2. I would love a Sentinel dupe. Doesn't need high sig level. The higher base stats of a 6-star definitely help for him. Yeah, it's great. Hell, that might be a contender for a rank 3 in the future. That's not what kind of rims you got. How are you not tired? What's the secret? It has to be the essence of your Brian victims, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not like I'm super healthy at the moment, I guess, but I've been a little bit more active in terms of exercise and eating better and stuff like that. Kind of going back to my cable grind days where I did a 24-hour stream off of like a 2-hour nap and like working the night before and stuff like that, and just I don't know, man. Actually, I stayed up like a few hours after that 24-hour stream too. That's what I need to do, man. I need to get healthier so I can grind longer. But that's the only thing I could think of. Because, I don't know, some of these other grinds, I was feeling it way more, like passing out way easier, even on more sleep. But I was eating, like, garbage, man, like, just housing pizzas and cans of Pringles like you wouldn't believe. Desk just lined up with those things, eating them by the sleeve. Stuff was making me tired. BG, please don't miss after all this. Just refresh for the rest of the arena. It'll be worth all the units. That is too many units, man. Next round, you could play it more nonchalant. Dude, I can't do it, man. I just can't do something like that. I really hope I don't miss either, but... hey, BG, Void or Sentinel 6-star to rank 2. I mean... Are they awakened? I wouldn't take up either of them unawakened. If they're both awakened, I would go Sentinel. Void, as you know, he needs higher sig level. So, Pringles aren't good for you? Ah, nuts. Well, I mean, hold on. Let me check my sponsors. No, Pringles hasn't gotten back to me. Yeah, Pringles suck for you, man. Screw Pringles. Straight up yeeted through 6.1 today. Jesus Christ, Corvus makes me not safe for work. Wow. That's awesome though, Thanatos. Apparently he's not as good for 6.2. Hate to break it to you. Also, Laura is the same for being cool with your lifestyle. She is. Like she says, it's all about communication. I just tell her straight up, hey, I'm going to be grinding like a madman. This is it. The next 3 days. I used to try to hide it. You know, it's no big deal. Just going to play a little bit. Meanwhile, 1,000 rounds later. Miss Lola and Spooky. I had Lola on stream earlier today, actually, Star. Not for very long, but she made an appearance. BG, Domino to rank 5 or 6-star Namor to rank 2? Probably Domino to rank 5, unless that Namor is awakened and of decent sig level. Otherwise, I gotta go with that Domino. Namor really needs that sig level. I mean, he could do crazy damage still without being awakened, but you know, crazy damage without the utility is. Once you got that utility going, though, with that awaken ability, oh, yeah. I would choose Namor over Domino in that situation. JM hitting that member button. Is that a new? Wait. I feel like you were a member before. Is that a remembering? Or is that a new membering? Either way. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana, along with all the fantastic emojis that I have. All these fantastic custom emojis that I spent hours and hours working on, like the pineapple face, banana face, the Gunthers, the Flarpa, the Lola, the Spooky. Actually, I think Dicer did the Lola and Spooky. But the sad face, that was all me. But yeah, thank you, dude. Unfortunately, I got Namor from a few Cav crystals. Unfortunately, you're saying, what? Not quite in whale status. He'll probably remain unduped for a while. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Sadly, no. It's fresh. Oh, it is fresh. Okay. All right. Well, dude. Thank you very much, man. Becoming a member and sending over $5. Thank you, dude. This is very generous of you. Thank you, thank you. My 5 stars are coming back up. I'm not sure if I should just burn through my top 4 stars before I use them. Before I use the 5 stars, I probably should do that. Probably the smart way to go. It always gets awkward trying to, you know, when you're like mixing in your low level 4 stars and then you see your 5 stars come back around. Kind of interrupts the flow of things a little bit. But them 5 stars, oh, do they give a lot more points than these stupid 330s. Don't judge me, I'm eating very small microwavable cocktail weenie hot dogs with ketchup in bed. Whatever, bro. Oh, Hobbit, man, there's no judgment here. I used to eat those things like crazy, dude. I used to eat those things like crazy. My mom would buy... this is a long time ago that I was doing this, but my mom would buy... they're basically those, but I think they were called pretzel dogs. They were just like fully wrapped around in the dough instead of like having the, you know, the ends open or whatever. And they were fully wrapped and, you know, Costco size bag, and I would, dude, those Costco bags stood no chance. I was plowing through those things at an alarming rate. Seriously alarming. Like my heart was having problems. Those things were delicious. With mustard though. I wasn't going ketchup style. It was all mustard. How long does Arena have left? Like 11.5 hours. Yeah, let me just use these 5. I don't have a ton of... I'll use some 550s. I'll mix it around a little bit here. I'm going to take Morningstar to rank 5 BG. I think that's a good call, dude. I'd do it if I were you. I wouldn't mind having a rank 5 Morningstar. With a rank up gem, at least. A little bit harder when, you know, it comes to giving, like, the tier 5 basic. But with a rank up gem, oh, hell yeah, dude. I'd be all over that. This must be a low sig level magic, not proccing. Oh, come on, oh my god, I swear if this kills me. Because I have buffs on me, don't I? Okay, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm dead! Oh my god! Should have put my second hand on the phone. Well. There goes, I don't know how many points that was. Probably like 14,000 points that I'll... Or, no, yeah, like 14,000 points that I'll never get back. You're going to get a cool poster for the background. So, yeah, my whole studio area here is going to change quite a bit. I don't know how things are going to look just yet. B Manny sending over a buck. Thank you very much, B Manny. Well, let me not lose my streak here. Is this a read last buck, even though I said I wasn't doing read last? I feel like for B Manny, we got to make an exception. I miss being able to parry stun Jugs while he was unstoppable. Could have parry stunned, heavy attacked him right there. There is none. Just sending over a buck just cuz. Alright. Well, thanks, B Manny. Can't nullify buffs on Annihilus, but you already knew it, huh? Oh, is that what happened? Is that why she didn't kill me with her special 3? Because I thought I was just dead there with a special 3, honestly. Because I think she was running suicides. The PI was looking kind of high. Hey BG, folks, what's up, Fitz? Become Cavalier today, got stuck into those crystals. Uh-oh. So far I pulled 5-star Venom and 6-star Massacre. Oh, dude, nice. Seems like it's working out for you so far. Be careful on that, though, man. Be careful. Be careful. I don't think I'd do it with Tier 5 Basic, but the gem that's been burning a hole in my pocket, sure, I'll do that. Yeah, I think it's good, dude. I think I'll find use. Donut Cop sent over a couple bucks saying, not a read last, just because. Well, alright, man. Appreciate that, Donut Cop. Thank you, dude. And B Manny sending over another 5 saying, oh, special treatment made you look. Wow. Well, thanks, dude. Appreciate the, oh, now $6. Made me look and made me give you the D. Or I guess you gave me the D. Thanks, dude. Hey, go Brian, go Brian, go. Brian, you so fine, you blowing mine. Hey. Wow. This is nice. I got my own cheering section in my own home. You other grinders don't have that, do you? Maybe you guys do, I don't even know. Can you imagine if like the big spenders, they actually did that? Like if they're doing an arena grind, they're like, I need something else to help motivate me here. Hire some cheerleaders. Or maybe it'd be more like grind arena at a strip club or something like that. I don't even know. Brynjelson? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Brynjelson? Ugh, probably messed up your name. I'm so sorry. I'll be sent over a buck. Thanks, man. Appreciate the buck. Sorry about messing up your name like that. Am I losing another round? Oh god, please no. Nope. Shark sent over 5 as well, saying I missed Lola and BG, you make me feel some kind of way. Ooh, what kind of way is that, Shark? Don't tell me. I think I know. But thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Oh wait, you're not. Oh wait, you're saying you missed Lola like earlier in the stream, aren't you? I thought you were just saying like that you missed her. Oh no, dude. Well, I think she's sleeping now. She was there for a split second though, for a moment in time. But Shark dude, thank you very much. Okay, BG, later, bro. Managed to convince the girlfriend that Father's Day should be celebrated with the activity that made me a father. Drops mic. Wow. All right, dude. Enjoy. I think you're talking about drinking large quantities of alcohol. So enjoy that. Enjoy that, dude. Jacob sent over a couple bucks as well. Man, you guys are just hitting me with the super chats left and right. Thank you. Jacob sent over 2 saying, "B Manny, let me enjoy my name on screen." All right, dude. Throwing you back up there. Thanks, man. Hey, BG, you're behind. Cutoff will be 95 mil. I somehow doubt it, but if it is, well then, I quit. Just everything, not even talking about the game, just, you know, shutting it down, packing it in. That's it. It's the last you'll see of me. You know those times where you go crazy on tilt and make insane decisions? I just blew several K units. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm going to read the rest of that after this Killmonger fight because this guy's being a jerk. God, I hate fighting Killmonger in the arena so much, guys. Okay. I guess we're pushing to a special 2, even though I didn't want to. I swear, I'm just about to exit out of this fight because it ain't even worth it, you know? Super slow to kill him. At least I got some crits there, which was very lucky considering all his crit resistance. Okay. You make insane decision. Just blew several K units, beating last 10% of champion at 6.2.6. Previously beat him a few times in less than 5 revives. Oh no, dude, what happened this time? Things just weren't going your way, I guess. Ugh. Sucks, man. Sorry to hear about the unit loss. Dreaming at a streak of 666. Dude, I'm proud of you, man. You know? Previously, you were at a streak. Your best streak was what? Like 2 something, I think it was? BG, do you think Venom or Venom the Duck would be better for progressing through Act 5? I think Venom the Duck, if you're going to be using him, like, from the start of the quest and like, actually building him up the whole way, I think he'll be better. But if you're using another champion, like, you know, if you're going through there with Blade or Corvus or something like that, and you're just looking to supplement your main champion, then Venom is better. Venom's really good for those specialized fights, and he doesn't require any build-up in previous fights, just, you know, kind of the one you're in a little bit. Dude, Twin Serengo has like 13 mil more. That dude is an arena machine. He really is, man. His roster is also gives a lot more points than mine, but it doesn't. I mean, even if our rosters were the same, he would still beat me in terms of just like streak and everything. And the dude is an arena machine. Same way a person goes all in with 7 deuce thinking they'll make it. Uh-oh. Yeah, 290 was my previous high for 4-star Hyperion when he was in the basic arena. Wow, that was what your previous record was for? Damn. Goes to show how much the 4-star basic has really changed. 6 units and 67 mil, not bad, BG. Wait. 6 units. I've used more than 6 units. Serengo's roster is insane for arena. It really is, man. It really, really is. He built it up like crazy. Oh no. I shouldn't have gone with my 550s before because now I'm out of 550s and I thought my 5 stars would be back by now, but it turns out it's just a couple of them, I guess, that got help early. Well, I guess we're waiting for a 550 to roll in. Actually, I gotta dump my my questing energy. We'll do that real quick. My highest PvP win streak is 777, and it's never gonna go higher. It's almost happened, but I lost on purpose to restart the streak. I've thought about doing stuff like that too, man, because it does look cool. It does look cool, but I kind of like trying to beat it, you know. Something about it. It's kind of fun. Abduct the champ. That'll make me finally quit this damn game like it made me quit exploring 6.2. I don't know why you hate him so much. Is it just because I like him? Is that what it is? Because I feel like any champion that I say I like, you're like, nah, this champion's stupid. Least favorite champ. CBG, those little dogs are deceiving. I think I just ate 4 big hot dogs, but in disguise a bunch of little ones. Sneaky, sneaky little wieners, dude. If I had $1 for every time those sneaky little wieners snuck up on me. My highest arena PvP is 124. Now I need to do 1400 plus for Namor. Pretty high jump. You're not grinding this round, right, Arnie? You're doing next round, I think. Brian likes hoarding things, including streaks. Maybe. Yes, Rango doesn't even run anything lower than 550, only when he needs a synergy will he run 440, yet he still scores about 80 mil and no units. You know, I never really watched his, like, I pop into his streams sometimes, but I've never really watched, like, the champions that he's using type of thing. I don't even know how many, does anyone know how many 550s he has? Hey BG, are you married? Yes. You see Laura Grant in the chat? That is my wife. She's in the next room over. I think my highest PvP is 9. I think it's higher than that. I think I've seen you get I don't remember what I saw you get to, but I think like when I had that like 2-star special event or something. At 3 mil for Fantastic Four event. What do you think I should get for #1 spot? Oh, Xavier, I have no clue, man. Does anyone have any info on that? People don't even like to share info on that, really. A lot of people, if they got #1, they like to keep it hidden so that, you know, nobody knows how hard they need to push to kind of dethrone them. But I haven't heard any scores myself. I can tell you I had close to 3 million once. I think I was like 2.8 or something like that, and I was ranked like 62, which I'm sure as you get up towards like the top 3, it just exponentially grows. That's crazy. So BG at 145 million now. Should hit 600 mil by the morning. No units used. Wow, no units used. Hector, that's a hell of a grind right there, dude. Brian, I think I should open my crystals before my Namor grind to get max amount of usable champs. I do, Lags, yeah. If you were saving them for something else, like the next feature crystal or something like that, you know, you can keep saving. It's usually doesn't make or break the grind, but hey, man, sometimes it does. Somebody's got to be 151, and you don't want it to be you. Because of the lack of a champion, right? Everything's about you. Why do you have to make it about you? That's why I divorced your ass. I don't like him because building him up is stupid, slow, and RNG based. Now pay my child support. Wow. Okay. What sig is your Stark Spidey? Sig 200. Hey, dude, whoa, I'm a broccoli now. Dude, Taters is in here. What? Taters. What are you doing awake at this hour? And yeah, dude, that's a banana bush. Or banana broccoli, I guess. banana flavored broccoli. I'm now selling those. You can find a link in the description. Use offer code BUSH to save 12%. I know the 4-star roster is what truly creates separation on marathon grinds. I don't know. I mean, it's all of it. It's all of it. Because, like, Sarango has, like, a ton more 5 stars, too. And I don't know how many 6 stars he has. But I'm sure he has more of those, too. Like, it all adds up. It all adds up. Dreamin', how many 6 stars do you have? I think you have, like, 21. Like, each 6 star is essentially about, like, 670,000 points throughout the grind. Wait. No. I did that wrong. Never mind. I was thinking for a second there that you could get them in 10 times. But you can get them in 7 times. Okay, so about 470,000 points per 6 star that you have in your roster. Which is great. 5 stars, it depends on the rank, but roughly like 300,000 per 5 star. They all add up. Ooh, got a revive on that last path, even though I don't really need it, but we got it. After this, I can go back to the grind. Should have some champs available. So is BG at now? Yeah, I think what Star said. I'll go back to it in just a second. Bald caps and now banana broccoli. Such an entrepreneur. Oh, yeah. And I was just telling Hobbit earlier, and everyone in his stream, you know, I used to be involved with Turtle Wax. I used to be involved with Turtle. I was on the board of directors. I worked my way up. I was with the company for, you know, more than half of my life. And I got kicked off. Just recently. Just last month, got kicked off the board of directors. And they booted me from the company just like that. Like, I got a nice severance package and everything, but, you know, it just hurts, man. There's no loyalty anymore. They had an issue with, you know, I'd go to the meetings and, you know, it gets a little bit boring and, you know, people drink coffee. You know, they have different types of, like, stimulants to keep them awake. So, you know, drink coffee, tea, you know, something like that, right? You know, I'm not really into coffee. So what I would do is I would take the turtle wax and I would just apply generous amounts to my nipples. And it would keep me awake and keep me attentive. And they really just grew tired of it and they kicked me out. Esmir sent it over $5 saying, fun fact, bananas are actually berries. This is true. Raspberries. Raspberries actually aren't. Ooh, that one I didn't know. Are they really not? Also, Heisey told me to say dreamin' sucks. Well, alright. Dude, Esmir, thank you very much, man. Appreciate the $5 and the facts. Lot of taters sending over $20, dude. Coming in here tater style with $20, saying start refreshing, blowing a kiss. What a gentleman. I already did refresh a fair amount. I already refreshed about 3,700 units worth. So I don't know how much more. I'm gonna see what I can do naturally. I think I can hit 80 without refreshing. We'll see. I don't know if I want to do more than that, man. I don't know how many people are actually grinding for this guy. I swear he's gonna go like 50 mil or something. Do it or it'll make you officer again. Star, stay out of this. What the heck? Don't give anybody ideas. But dude, taters, man, thank you so much. Gonna be leader, huh? Didn't think so. Oh, see what you did, Star. Oh no. Alright, fine, man. I'll refresh a little bit more. I'll refresh a little bit more. Damn it, Star. But taters, thank you, dude. Taters, dude, I really hope that you pop open 5 Cavalier Crystals, And in those 5 Cavalier crystals, you get Namor as a 5-star. You get Omega Red as a 5-star. You get Corvus as a 6-star, because you don't got time for 5 stars. And then you get Namor 2 more times, and he's instantly Sig 40. Even though I think you have 6 stones to take him all the way up, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I hope happens. I don't know that it's actually going to happen. Oh, Invisible. Actually, take out one of those Namors and scratch that Invisible Woman. That'll be your 5th. 2 Namors. 2 5-star Namors. Let's be clear here. A 6-star Corvus. 5-star Omega Red. And an Invisible Woman. 5-star. That's what I hope happens. I don't want Corv. I can't leave our Corvless club. It's okay, man. It's okay. You know, I just want to see you happy. But yeah, man, I hope it all works out. I think you have a pretty good plan going. It's just RNG sometimes. We'll see how it goes. Well, BG, I have 6 members of my alliance who are grinding, and they've sent me screenshots. They're at 60 mil and aiming for 80. Okay. 6 members is quite a bit. I usually try to use my own alliance as a way of measuring, and there's just 3 of us. We had a 4th, but they dropped out. It's just 3 of us. But I mean, I did see a lot of members when I looked at the 7-hour event. I did see a lot of members of Bray, and I think ISO 8A had a bunch, MXIV, you know, the usual alliances. But I don't normally look at that, so I'm not sure how that compares to other grinds in the past. And then, of course, that one alliance, who just so happened to have 6 people all with the same exact score on the leaderboard. Nothing shady about that at all. ABG, do you get more points for getting the class disadvantage in Arena? No. I'm pretty sure. I have to double check it. I looked at it in the past. I just forget. But I'm pretty sure no matter what order you throw your champions in, it comes out to the same total amount of points. It just adjusts like the individual matchup of points. But I'm pretty sure it's the same total amount of points no matter what order. Just don't quote me on that. It's not too hard to check. If you're refreshing your champions, a lot of times you'll end up facing off against like the same people basically. The same people again and again, and if you just like alter the order in which you, like this guy right here, if I refresh my top champions, I'd probably see this Someki dude or whatever again. Or if I didn't see him like the very next round, if I refreshed a few times in a row, eventually I would see this guy again. But I just can't remember 100%. People say YouTubers don't drive cutoffs. Why is everyone going for them, pushing 80 to be safe? Where'd they get that number? That wasn't from YouTubers. Get out of here, man. If people, people knew he was gonna go. People knew this dude was probably gonna break the record. You look at the pass cutoff. You know what you need to do. So it's actually top 120 to 140 because of the botters, possibly. Yeah, they got pressured. I mean, 3 of them were gonna do it anyway, though. But you know about the prestige, yeah. Yeah, I mean the prestige. That's the whole reason why I'm going for him. I'm gonna use him a decent amount. I know I'm gonna use him a decent amount, but prestige is like the big reason why I'm going for him. My prestige is doo-doo right now. And I don't really care where we land in Alliance Quest. I just don't want me to be the reason why we like lose ranks. You know? Like if my prestige was like 10,600 and and we dropped out of whatever bracket we're currently in, I wouldn't care. But it's not the situation. Right now, I'm pretty much at the bottom of the list, so I do care. UOBG, what do you think 1 to 10% will be above, or do you think the 1 to 10% will be above 13 mil for Namor Arena? Apparently it was last round, so possibly. I think last round somebody said they had 13 million and missed out in the top 10%. What is the minimum you can use in featured 4-star not to get death matches? 440 4 stars or higher, or rank 2 5 stars or higher, if you have like all 3 of them of the same rank. But what you can do is take a you know, like a 550 4-star and mix in 2 330s and you'll be fine. Same thing with the 5 stars. Blame all YouTube gameplay for Namor cutoff. That might have something to do with it. Yeah, that maybe you could say a little bit. Even still though, man, this game would suck without YouTube. Or just videos in general, you know. Videos would get passed around whether YouTube exists or not, but can you imagine if there was no videos in this game? You just gotta go by what people say. Oh yeah, use magic for this fight. All you gotta do is power lock. What? How do you do that? You're like the Hector of Omni and Prestige, but he doesn't care. That sounds about right. Right, yeah. I'm actually not dead last, but I'm almost dead last. Don't worry, I'm keeping the bottom warm so you can land me all nice and cozy. Ooh. But yeah, I'm actually going to use this guy quite a bit. The thing is, I don't have that many suicide-friendly champions. You know, I don't have Ghost, I don't have Corvus. If my Omega Red's busy, like, I got to use champions that are somewhat suicide-friendly, like Hyperion and Medusa, that have, you know, poison immunity at least. But, like, I don't really have another strong double immune champion or someone that could even like shrug off the debuffs or anything. I got nothing really. Maybe I have something I'm forgetting about it. Going through the list of my champions now. No, I don't think I have anyone at rank 5 at least. So yeah, this dude will be like my second best friendly or suicide friendly champion. So he's gonna get a fair amount of use. He'll still be like the backup, I think, in most cases to Omega Red, but it'll just be nice having more than one champion that I can take around. That isn't going to bleed out. BG, but if you want lots more points, then you should be trying to get death matches. That's true. I could get more points if I just intentionally queued up some death matches. You know, it's not the worst idea. Because there is a little bit of downtime between rounds. Actually, no, never mind. That's not good. I was going to say maybe it's not the worst idea because with the downtime between rounds, you could just try throwing in your lower champions and, well, if you get a death match, that's fine. You just start up the streak again. But I don't really have actual champions to use during the downtime. I have like my rank 1, level 1 Thanos, and that's pretty much it. BG, don't you have Darkhawk? Nope. Wish I did. I have him as a 4-star, like unawakened, I think. That's my highest one. Stay away from the binges. Wait. Oh, we're talking to Demiak. What did Demiak say? I am weak, far too weak. Just that brief mentioning of those little hot dog things has made me starving. Oh no, yet I have nothing to eat. Why must I be this greedy? Why must I crave? I hear you, Demiak. I ask myself those questions all the time, man. You don't need it, dude. In 15 minutes, it'll all be over. You won't even think about it anymore. You spent time in other arenas in general besides the feature 5-star. Would you recommend doing all the arenas? Yeah, normally I don't even hit all the milestones in the 5-star featured arena. Normally I get like 1 to 3 million points in the 5-star featured, and then I bounce around the other arenas and just try to pick up as many milestones as I possibly can to try to maximize my unit gain. So yeah, that's a fine strategy, but you know, whenever you actually do want a champion, it's best to focus and not miss out on that champion, whether it be 4-star basic, 4-star featured, 5-star, whatever it is, you know. Is that Tara? Brian! Tara! What's up? BG, which is better offensively, Hood or Mordo? This might be a little controversial, but I'm going to go with Mordo. I'm not a fan of playing with Hood. Most people would say Hood, I think. I think Hood has better synergies, and therefore, you know, I would use him on a team more often if I had Ghost. But otherwise, I'd rather use Mordo than Hood offensively. He hits decently hard if you use your heavy attacks with your Furies. You got the power gain. That really helps to not have to intercept and everything like that. Like, I don't know, Mordo's he's pretty decent. BG, how do we fight Prove Yourself, Axe Champion, and we can't hit into him while he has Unstoppable up or we get stunned? Beats me, man. I guess that's why a lot of people are using, what's his face? Captain Beardo. But I haven't done the fight yet, so. Alright, open some 5-star crystals, and let's just say I now have complete arena teams. Oh, yeah, lags. If you upload that tonight, or wait, are you uploading it tonight, or are you going to upload it tomorrow or something? Mordo for sure for me. Okay. Ranked up Mordo over Hood. Okay. Alright. Maybe it wasn't such a controversial pick. Got some Mordo fans in here. It's good to see. Is Namor's regen absolute poop? No, it's quite good, actually. You kind of have to be running Suicide, sort of. So, he regenerates a portion of his missing health whenever you pop your specials, which, you know, works well with or without Suicides. But if you have Suicides on and you have that permanent poison debuff, and Namor is awakened, every time you do a 5-hit combo, that poison debuff doesn't deal any damage, and you're still healing because of the willpower mastery. So you're gaining. I don't know how much health you gain on a 5-hit combo, but it's like 1 or 2% or something. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. You know, he's not the most sustainable champion of all time or anything, but considering how hard he hits and his specials not giving the enemy power and stuff like that, having that healing there, that's kind of all you need. You know, sometimes champions just need a little bit. It's kind of how I actually, like, the later I get into this game, or the later anyone gets in this game, I feel like healing is less and less necessary in larger quantities. But in you know, as long as you have some type of healing, like Corvus with Suicides or Omega Red with Suicides at the start of the fight, like, that's kind of all you need to keep you going for the most part. Some of the champions that have a lot more healing, it feels like you kind of give up some of the power of the champion in order to get that healing, just to kind of balance out the character. It's not in every case, you know, but just kind of how I feel lately. Might upload it when the Namor Arena starts, since I won't have a lot of time to make vids then. Okay. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Well, congrats on your new champs. Did you ever expect to get so into this game? Were there any other games before this you were playing religiously? This is kind of how I approach games in general. You know, I played World of Warcraft for, I think it was like 3 years. Quit during the Wrath of Lich King expansion, if you're familiar with that game at all. It was a long time ago. Played Diablo like crazy. Played Warcraft 3 like crazy. Basically got sucked into the whole Blizzard universe, man, because they made some killer games. But yeah, I've just, I don't know, that's kind of how I approach games. I like to just pick one and, yeah, just kind of get into it. I did not think that MCOC was going to be like this, though. No, not at all. I thought I was going to hate this game. I thought this game was trash. I only downloaded it because I was bored one day. Some of my friends were playing, and it sounded like they needed help with something, so I was like, well, screw it, I'll play for a day. And then here I am. I was also super casual when I started. If you go back to like my first video, I'm in an alliance that it was just like publicly open, and I was with those same buddies that I was just talking about. We were doing map 1 of Alliance Quest, completing like one battle group, sometimes not completing and stuff. It didn't really matter to me back then. But then I got more into it. Think Namor is worth holding shards for 5-star featured? Possibly. It's hard to say. I can't remember all of the champions that are going to be in Namor's Crystal. I think there's some good ones in there, but I don't know. I'd probably have to look at the Crystal overall. If you really want Namor, that's one of the better ways to target him, but it's never guaranteed. This game is trash, Brian Grad 2019. Hey, I might be saying that for real when or if I miss. No, never mind. Let's not even think about that, man. Let's not even think about that. About to do 1,300 rounds this arena. Please don't miss. StarCraft was fun. Big Game Hunters map. I never got into StarCraft. That was one of the few Blizzard games that I just wasn't into. I'm not really into like the space sci-fi type stuff. I'm more into like wielding an axe or a sword or something like that, man. Like bows and arrows and stuff, Thought this game was trash. We'll let you know when you're wrong. All right. BG, can you tell the story of how you got hit by a car? Sure. Was just kind of out walking around my my apartment, getting a little bit of exercise. Was like walking / jogging, but at the time I was walking. And I was doing this every day before going to work. This was pretty much at like the peak. My peak fitness at the time. This was before YouTube and everything. So yeah, I was doing that every day for, it wasn't anything too crazy. For like 15 minutes, I would just go outside and jog / walk, and then like take a shower and go to work type of thing. And yeah, guy coming into the parking lot, just I don't know what happened. There's like some speed bumps going into the lot. My building, there was like an island of buildings, sort of an island, like there's a center island building, and that was the one that I was in and like walking around, because after, it's just like it's like perfect, like a track, but it's, the road going around that building, one way in, one way out type of thing, and, all buildings surrounding it. And, just walking around that, hear a car come into the lot, watch him go over the speed bumps very slowly. And I'm like, okay, don't think anything of it. Guy's going 2 miles an hour. And then, yeah, I just hear a car, like I just turn away, go back to doing my own thing, turn away, hear a car rev up, and before I could even look over, I'm hit. And then didn't really know what happened. All I remember was like screaming instantly. My glasses were somewhere. I was in a bush. I didn't know where I was. I got kind of lucky because there was like a bunch of rocks, like boulders, you know, those like I call them like decorative boulders or whatever that are like surrounding that center building that I was just talking about. And yeah, I got thrown into like a bush right next to them, whereas the car is like, not only is the car like basically into those rocks, but like, you know, at an angle now because it just, you know, was going that fast. And yeah, like luckily somebody, actually I don't know if I should say luckily or not, like somebody did see or like come outside on like a balcony or whatever, and I guess they had called the cops, but they didn't get there for a while, of course. And I thought this guy was just gonna leave. You know, like I managed to get to my feet. Honestly, I thought my legs were done for, man. Because I knew I got hit in the back of the legs, and that was like the only thing I knew. So I was pretty relieved when I was actually able to stand up. And I peeked my head inside of this guy's car, which is still at a big angle on these rocks. And you know, I'm just like, you know, you got to help me, dude. You just hit me. You got to help me. And he's like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm just like, what? Like at this point now, I'm really freaking out. And he starts to like back up his car, basically like off these rocks. But you know, he's got like his back bumper is like mangled under his back wheel and stuff like that. So I still like have my head in this guy's car window, and like, dude, you gotta like call or something like that, you know. He's like, no, I can't do that. Finally, I you know, after like begging for this dude to call for help, he's like, I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave, but then after I leave, then I'll call for help. And I was just like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. So I didn't know what to do. So this might have been dumb, but you know, because his window was just down. You know, it was all the way down. This is like midsummer, you know, or actually it was like springtime. But anyway, it's in New Jersey. It's hot out. I was wearing shorts and everything. So his window was all the way down, and I just like reach in, unlock it, open the door, and just get in the car. And you know, I don't know this guy, of course, so I have like my knees pressed up against the glove box in case he had like a gun in there or something like that. And I'm like, dude, if you're leaving, you're taking me with you. So he does end up leaving, taking me with him. But this dude was so messed up that I don't know if he was messed up from the crash or he was messed up before the crash. I'm guessing he was messed up before the crash. And that's why I'm assuming, like passed out and just like passed out, foot on the gas or something. But he just goes around to his normal parking spot and parks. WTF, why not get his license plate? Well, I didn't have my glasses. I still didn't know where my glasses were, so I couldn't see. And also, he never stopped the car. So I knew this dude wanted to get out of there. I'm not going back there looking at his back license plate and get run over again, you know? So finally, he parks in his normal spot, and he turns off the car, and I'm like, okay, good. So then I finally did go around and look at his license plate, and I don't have my phone on me or anything like that, so I'm just staring at it, trying to memorize it, because I know, like, I need to know this. There's still, like, no cops there or anything like yet, no ambulance or anything. Oh, no, never mind. The other guy didn't call it. I ended up calling it. Okay. I kind of forgot that part. There was a guy that did see it though, and he helped me get my glasses. He told like the management office. That's what happened. Anyway, so you know I'm like staring at this guy's license plate, and he comes back. He's like he crouches down next to me, and I'm just thinking at this point like, what is this guy doing? And he starts pulling like the bumper that was stuck behind his wheels. He starts pulling that out of the back of his you know, that was like lodged in his wheels in the back of the car. And he's like, oh, this is what was making the noise. Because as we're driving over to his parking spot, you know, you do hear like a grinding noise going on because of course something is back there. And this dude, I'm just thinking like, dude, I don't give a damn about your car. Like this guy had no idea what was going on, man. But that's what he thought I was doing, was looking to see what was making that noise, as if I was worried about his car. So then I like hobble over to my apartment, which wasn't too far. It's like 150 feet away. But you know, like my feet and legs and knees and stuff were in kind of bad shape. But managed to get there, open up the door, because luckily my keys didn't get like knocked out of my pocket. So I open up the door. Laura's in there like just like cooking or something like that. And I'm like, I just got hit by a car. And she just like didn't believe me at first kind of thing, I think. And I'm like, no, you gotta like call for help. I just got hit and everything. So then yeah, like I don't even remember entirely what happened after that. I remember going back outside, and the guy the guy that saw what happened had my glasses. And like the apartment manager person like met us outside where it happened and everything. And I mean that was kind of the end of the story. Like I went to the hospital and stuff like that. No broken bones somehow, but a lot of like ligament damage type stuff. Had to go to physical therapy for like a year and a half. Still had some issues like after that, but I was just so sick of it. Pretty much good today, but you know, still have a few problems with like oh man, my most annoying part honestly is my toe. Like the toenail got so jacked up and like never healed the right way. You know, had like the toenail removed a couple times or whatever. It still messed up. And yeah, I just feel like a little bit of pain in like knees and ankles and stuff like that, but I got pretty lucky, man. Because that could have been the end. And then, you know, all the legal stuff after that, which took like, God, so long dealing with it all, man. Like 2 years. Because the messed up part was, you know, because this guy drove away, there was no like I mean there was like plenty of proof really, because the bush that he like went through was annihilated. The street sign that was right there was completely down, and yeah, you could see like marks on these rocks and everything where the car was and all that. But still, like before the cops got there, the dude moved his car off of the spot. There was nothing I could do to stop him or anything, but anyway, that's the story. What happened to the guy? I'm pretty sure he got his license taken away. He was, you know, we didn't see him driving again, but like my wife saw him plenty of times, like, you know, it's like walking and stuff. And yeah, like the only other time I saw him was for the deposition, where like his own attorney was getting frustrated with him because he just like wasn't answering any questions, and like the times he was answering, it was like, dude, it was like he was answering questions that he wasn't asked, you know. Like if somebody asked what's your favorite color, he'd be like Alaska or something, you know. but like related to what happened, related to the incident. He's like, dude, that's not what they asked you. There was something wrong with him. Get a settlement check, yeah, but dude, like it. God, it was not much. It covered the medical stuff, the attorney fees, and a tiny bit left over for dealing with 2 years of physical therapy and all this other garbage. I still will need to find a doctor out here for my toe, actually, man. But whatever, happy to be alive and all that, you know. Hi, BG and Star. Are the 6.2 node spreadsheet available? There is. Oh, Star probably answered. I don't know if she did or not. Oh, yeah, she did. Okay. Yep, top of Reddit. Oh, wait, lived in the same complex? Yep. Favorite color is Alaska, too. Ooh, nice. You saw him in your nightmares for sure, BG. I still remember exactly what he looks like and everything. So, kind of, man. Like, probably never forget him. I remember his name and all that. And you guys know my name ain't the, or my memory ain't the best. But, yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say? Dude, and then, so, like, that day, I remember, like, I guess it was the adrenaline that I was able to like, walk from, like, where he parked the car and stuff, even though I was, like, hobbling a bit. Because after that, like, I couldn't walk for, like, 2 weeks. It was pretty bad. Basically just on the couch. Anytime I had to go to the bathroom, it was like a 30-minute adventure to get, like, 5 feet over to the bathroom. And then I remember going back to work. And, oh, actually, I remember calling in. Because, I'd only called out one time previously. I only called out one time previously to this. And I've been working for this company for like 8 years at this point. And I call in. And it's now only like 45 minutes before my shift, essentially, right? And, you know, you're supposed to call in like a few hours in advance and everything, and my boss didn't really give me crap for it. He didn't really, like, you know, you could tell he wasn't too concerned how I was or anything. He didn't really give me crap for it, but, you know, you could just tell in his tone, just like, okay, all right, we'll deal with it or something like that. It's just like, okay. You know, and then I remember going back. I remember going back in because it's just an office job. You know, it's just an office job. You know, it's a security call center essentially. And at this point, you know, I was a supervisor, so I wasn't doing a ton of like the calling myself even. But you know, I would take those like supervisor type calls, and if people, you know, the other employees had questions and stuff like that, you know, there to answer and everything. And I was thinking, yeah, whatever. I'm just sitting down anyway. I can make it into work. And so I go into work, and I kind of forget how much I need to be on my feet. Kind of forget how much I need to be on my feet. Just kind of like, you know, walking around the office and everything. And so that night, you know, I called my boss and I was like, you know, kind of made a mistake. Shouldn't have come back this early. I just can't do it. And he freaks out on me. Freaks out on me. I can't even remember what he was saying at this point. I was just like, dude, I don't want to hear it, man. Like, I tried to come back early when I shouldn't have, trying to help out and everything. It's at that moment that I'm just like, all right, I really need to get out of here. Like, I already knew it before then, but man, stuff like that just makes you think like, yep. Don't want to work for someone like that. BG has to go and use my Synergy Champ 6-star Proxima against a rank 5 Sinistron Stun Immune, counter tactics, and came out victorious, dude. Damn, man. Nice. Sounds like a tough fight. Very nice. Doesn't offer mid-arena match, so I think it's time for me to call it for the evening at 12.4 million. Have a great night, BG, and keep it up. Do some refreshes. Don't let this go to waste. All right, Dragon. Have a good night. Tried to pull a Kevin Durant. Come back too early. I'm just going to say yes. I know he's a basketball player, but I don't know the situation. What a fudging ding-dong. Yeah, exactly. And I ended up working there for another couple years, until eventually quitting. But yeah, is it a big company or a small one? You know, like, it was roughly. It was roughly about 70 people. It was a little bit bigger when I was first hired, but then, you know, during like the like 2007, 2008 recession time or whatever it was. I think it was that time, right? Like an entire department was laid off and everything. Lots of people lost their jobs, so kind of downsized after that. So. I think it was about 70 people at the end there. At the end for me, at least. They're still around. But, yeah. Was it a British plate number? No, it's not a British plate number. Brian the Sim Supreme is looking nice. Gonna rank him for 6.2. I'll take him to at least rank 4, probably. So, yeah. Was this the security call center job? You gotta have some good stories from there. Old folks calling in thinking someone broke in, but it was their cat or something. There's tons of stories, but yeah, I don't know. there's tons of stories, but I don't know. I don't know what's interesting and what's not interesting. There's lots of little stories like that, yeah, but some funny, some sad, man, because I swear some of these people were just old. You know, the company had been around for a long time. A lot of these people that were customers for like since like 1930. I'm not even kidding. It just gets kind of sad at some point, man. Like, you talk to people who kind of aren't there anymore, man. But anyway, Derek G sent over 5 of them Canadian bucks, a couple of toonies and a loony. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG, what kind of Elgato do you use? I want one for my iPad. Don't know which one to use. / is best. Thanks in advance. Thank you very much for the 5, dude. It's unfortunately, the way it's plugged in, I can't even hold it up. But it's the HD60S. It's external. I think that I know there's an internal one too that you know, you can just connect on the inside of your PC. But yeah, I have the HD60S. I don't know if there's been new ones because I've been what's it called? I got this thing. I got this thing when I moved, pretty much, because before that I was using Air Server. But this is like a year and a half ago that I got this thing, and I'm sure when I got it, it wasn't like you know, sure, it's been out for a little while, so I don't know if they have newer models. But that's the one I use. I remember when I was looking into it, I got this. I think the internal one has a little bit less latency, but this one, there's barely any latency at all. Like, you can tell when I move something, you'll see it move like pretty much right away. Like if I pick up this MODOK, drag him around, like there's, you know, we're talking milliseconds that my eyes can't even detect, so it's pretty instant. That was the biggest thing for me, because I remember watching people open up crystals and they would react before they saw the champion they got. But, you know, I realized, like, that's just because there was that delay where they're looking at their phone and they could see what they got. It's just that everyone watching the video couldn't see what they got. And it was just always kind of annoying. Even if there was a delay, technically you could just look at your OBS window and it would sync things up anyway. But, yeah. I remember that's why I got this one. Also, in case I ever wanted to plug it into, like, a laptop when I'm traveling and stuff like that, which I do. But yeah, dude, thank you very much for the 5. Agorist, am I saying your name right? Sending over $5. Thank you, dude. Saying thank you for the story. Sorry I had to go through that. It's all good, man. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse. I look back at it now and just think, like, yep, that could have been the end, man. I could have been splattered on those rocks right outside my home. Laura would have, she would have seen that mess. Would have been real bad, man. It would have been, well, obviously, you know, that would have been it for me, but just bad for Laura and everything too, and yeah. Anyway, thank you for the 5. Oh, I see Star saying adapter, need HDMI Lightning. Yeah. So you need the Elgato. The Elgato, there's an adapter. This is an HDMI Lightning adapter, whatever. It's official Apple one. There's some like knockoff brand ones. I've heard mixed things about them, so I just went with the official one, which is kind of expensive, man. These things, Apple, this adapter, when it was brand new, I want to say maybe it dropped in price now a little bit, but when this thing was brand new, it was $50. I caught a crazy good sale once. Because I paid full price a few times, because these things sometimes will crap out on you. So I paid full price for like 3 or 4 of them or something. Maybe it was a little bit more. Maybe it was like 5 or 6 even, because I got a few for the first meetup. And then I caught a crazy good deal where they were like $13 a pop on... I can't remember the name of the website, but they have like deals that only last 24 hours. And I saw that. I'm like, dude, I'm buying a dozen of these things. So, yeah, I picked up a dozen for that price. But I think they might have dropped a little bit in price. I don't know for sure. So, yeah, you need that adapter. And then from there, it's just an HDMI cable that I think came with the Elgato. And a USB cable that I'm pretty sure also came with the Elgato. I mean, I guess it depends on the iPad that you have too, though, because I think the newer... I think the newest iPads, they're using a USB Type-C port, I think, right? So you might have a different adapter. I have the Lightning port that's on the iPhone 7 and 8. So just be careful about that. I kind of forget about that when I tell people. A lot of people ask how I connect it. I hope nobody bought this adapter with like a newer device. I have the iPad 2018. The new one. I think the 2018 one still has this same port. I think it was just I think like because there was one that just came out not long ago, like a couple months ago or something like that. I think, and I think that one has the new port. Not even 100% sure on that. Paid $60 for the adapter too, but haven't had to buy a replacement in 3 years. Go to Shepherd, you got lucky, man. The first one I had lasted a long time, and then I chewed through a few of them, and now the one I'm on right now has been solid for a while. But sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you get a crappy one. It seems a lot of people had a problem with these cables, which is BS, man. They're so expensive. They shouldn't have such a high rate of just going to crap. It's hard to be family friendly talking about these cables, man. Like I want to just thinking about how much all these cables have cost. I want to just curse Apple out right now. From that day onwards, BG realized that leveling up by grinding arena is way better than to level up in real life by going outside like the One Punch Man. Pretty much, man, yeah. Actually, at the time, I wasn't playing any video games. Actually, no, I kind of was. I was actually working on a different idea that also included a website. That website, it also never got off the ground. So, yeah. Almost didn't want to say it. But yeah, that kind of stopped after that. I was so determined at the time because I thought I had such a killer idea. It was when Twitch was still pretty new. It had been around for a little while, but it was still pretty new. This is back in 2014. And had an idea. I guess I can say what the idea is, because I think they have it officially part of the site now, and I don't think many people use it anyway. But I had an idea that would help people to understand like streamers' schedules and stuff like that, and essentially be like a news site type of thing where, yeah, like you could have your own account and your own page, but then also like the front page of it would keep track of like all the major events, like the, you know, like what, like the tournaments going on, and you know, of course, when like E3 is happening and stuff like that. That's kind of what I was working on, and I was so determined at this point that there's like somewhere there's a picture of me just like smiling in the hospital bed, like waiting for the doctors to come in. And like the, you know, like the emergency room or whatever, just like smiling, like, yep, this ain't gonna stop me, don't matter. And then, you know, I couldn't really walk or anything, but that didn't bother me either. I would just sit on the couch with a laptop, trying to learn this stuff. But yeah, that determination, it kind of faded pretty quickly after. I don't know, man. Things set in a little bit of like how bad the injury actually was, which is still, you know, like I said, compared to how bad it could have been, it wasn't that bad. But and then also because of like the legal stuff, I remember calling lawyers and they were just like, yeah, New Jersey's a no-fault state or something like that, and unless you have like a broken bone, we're just not even gonna take your case or something like that. And I was just like, wait, really? Like, I don't even have like I guess it's covered by, like, it was covered by car insurance or something like that, but like I didn't have health insurance or like something wasn't even covered or something like that. And I was just like, like, I don't know, man. It's a little bit of a downward spiral there for a little bit. So then, yeah, I kind of gave up on those goals for a little while. And that's when I was like, okay, well, let's figure out some other way to make money here, because I need a way to pay for all this stuff. Started looking into, like, part-time job. Started selling some things on eBay, you know. What you gotta do, I guess. But that was a long time ago. It's all good now. Hello, how long left? I don't know how much I'm gonna be going for. A little while here. Normally I end in about 15 minutes or so, but I may push past my normal time a little bit. We'll see. BG had 15 million gold just an hour ago, and now I have 100k. Ranked up my Omega to rank 4 and another champ to rank 2. Gold going away much too fast. Yeah, man. Wait, hold on. 15k or 15 mil gold, and now you're down to 100k? Hold on. Ranked up my Omega to rank 4, another champ to rank 2. Is that 1.5 million? Because 15 million is it lasts longer than that. I'm assuming that's 1.5 million. That's got to be 1.5 million. Because I was gonna say, man, if you burned 15 million gold in one round of ranking up champions, like, good God, that'd be a sick amount of champions ranked up. Dakota Shepherd sending over 10 bucks. Dude, thank you. Saying the problem people have with the adapter is that they hang the adapter off their phone. Get a female to male lightning cable so you can keep the adapter cable stationary so the HDMI stays put. Yeah, I was gonna do that actually, and I never did. I can't remember who it was. I want to say maybe it was Quickshot. I think Quickshot had a setup like that, and it still crapped out on him. So I'm sure that has something to do with it. Like you said, if it's, you know, just kind of hanging there. There's not a ton of pressure the way it is right now, because the way the Elgato is, it's like pretty even with how I'm holding my phone. It's a tiny bit down, but there's not a lot of pressure on it. But even then, it seems like it still craps out a bit. But yeah, I'm sure you're right. Part of the fault is it's got to be user error a little bit at least. But dude, Dakota, thank you very much, man. So I've also had it happen to like brand new cables, where I plug it in, and it's already like flickering before any pressure is like put on the cable itself. So yeah, these things must have just not have been made with the highest of quality or whatever. But yeah, dude, thank you though for the 10. Really appreciate it. I should still do that just as a precautionary measure for the good one that I do have to make it last. Grotesque said over 20 bucks, dude. Saying overtime. Dude, Grotesque. Thank you, man. Appreciate the big 20, dude. You know, I wasn't gonna do a wall, but I mean, your name is short, fits in there nicely. Put you up there with taters for that amount. Thank you, man. We were talking about all that. You looked like you wanted a wet, moist kiss on your forehead from Joel, but he ain't here, so... Did I dodge it? Did I dodge it? Because I am waiting for Joel. It's just because you didn't pray before you went to bed the night before? Maybe. Alright. Almost done with my 5s here. Actually, I think I have a few more that are going to be refreshing, so... am I at 70 mil yet? I don't think so, right? 69.7. Almost 70 mil. Almost. Good day. Hope you get Namor after seeing how much you're putting up, and I'm sure you'll put up another 5+ million. Oh, yeah, dude. It's going to be another 10+ million. I'm going to get to 80. We'll see from there. But, yeah. Rip Joel, some say he's still quoting someone insurance to this day. No, dude, he's got a different job now, man. He's got a different job. I can't remember exactly what he does. I think it's something with, like, marketing. Or something like that. That is funny, though. Back in that office that he streamed from. Oh, I miss Joel. I talked to him not too long ago. He was on stream for basically the entire stream. Like... God, that does so much damage to your block. Let's say like 2 months ago. If you think he's in marketing, he's not doing a great job so far. What's up, BG? I do not have Twitter. Where can I send you a picture of my masteries so you can give me some advice? It's pretty much the only place, man. And even when it comes to the masteries, it's to be honest, it's kind of tough to give advice on something like that without knowing your roster. Actually, okay. Now these are all my 5 stars because those 2 are my bottom 2. It's kind of tough to give advice because masteries, it depends on the champions that you have and your goals in the game, and then a little bit of personal preference thrown in. I can tell you some kind of, you know, like must-have masteries. The common ones: parry, dexterity. Oh god, hang on. Whew. Alright, felt that sneeze coming. Parry, dexterity, you know, you only need 1 point in them, but you could max out parry. A lot of people do. I do. You definitely want to max out stupefy. As far as I'm concerned, maxing out stupefy is as essential as parry or dexterity. Block proficiency in the defensive tree is so cheap and such a good pickup. The recovery mastery is another kind of must-have, not really essential for all builds, but it's such a good value too. That one does cost some units though. Precision and cruelty in the offensive tree. I'm a huge fan of maxing out despair. And then from there, you have a lot of options between the suicide masteries, which is you have to pick up willpower in the defensive tree, and then liquid courage and double edge in the offensive tree. Or you can skip out on all that. You can just pick up willpower if you want, or you could skip out on that entirely. If you're using bleed-based champions, then deep wounds is pretty much essential because it just helps out so much for any bleed-based champion. As long as like the bleed is the major part of their toolkit, like for Blade. For someone like Venom who has some bleeds, but it's not like the major part of his kit, he doesn't really need it. It's nice to have, but doesn't need it. Mystic Dispersion, if you're using a lot of Mystic champions, is amazing too. So yeah, you can kind of get some variations there. I know there's probably a lot for just a quick answer here on stream, but there's plenty of videos out there. I have like, God, I don't even know how many videos on masteries myself. You can, you know, search my channel on that for just type in masteries on my channel, and a bunch of videos will pop up explaining a bunch of different builds in detail. But yeah, like I said, even if you send something like that over Twitter, there's a good chance that I wouldn't even be able to respond, just because it's hard to say without all the info. And yeah. You know so many words. I'm always impressed. Wait. Are you talking to me? Thank you. It's the first time anyone's ever said that. But I know lots of words. Brian, can you explain why Despair is so good? I struggle to understand how it works, like reverse healing for Cap. Yeah, Despair is amazing. So, let's say you have it maxed out. 3 points in the mastery. 1%. Son of a... you know, three points in the mastery, and now all of your debuffs reduce healing by 15%. But it stacks. So each debuff reduces by 15%. You cannot reverse healing with Despair alone, but you can completely nullify healing, essentially turning any champion that has the ability to apply lots of debuffs, essentially turning them into, or giving them the ability to heal block. So I use it with Hyperion all the time, spamming special ones, and I'm able to heal block the enemy. Even if you don't completely heal block them, just the fact that you can reduce it by, you know, 30, 45, 60, you know, whatever the healing is, it helps out so much. A lot of the more difficult nodes in this game have some type of healing interaction with them, like Masochism, Buffet. Plenty of other nodes as well. And just being able to reduce the healing helps so much. And then, when it comes to champions that can reverse healing with a petrified debuff, like Void or Captain Beardo, the way those masteries work is they also reduce healing by a certain amount, but they can take that healing into the negatives. The problem that you run into, though, is if you're not already reducing the healing in some other way, then a lot of times you can't take it to the negatives. Like, say Captain Beardo, his Petrify only reduces healing by 25%. You have to stack up 5 Petrifies in order to reverse healing. Even, you know, and regular players have more than 100% healing. Like, in an Alliance War situation, they have 100% plus 15% from recovery. Not even thinking about any of the nodes, which might increase the healing even further. So it's, you know, like nearly impossible to reverse healing in a situation like that without the Despair Mastery. With Beardo, at least. With Void, it's easier because, you know, you could stack Fear of the Void and then additional Petrifies and stuff like that. But anyway, once you have the Despair Mastery, especially if you're able to apply other debuffs, like with a Cosmic Champion on the team with Beardo, for example, where you're applying an Armor Break, or a Science Champion with the Weakness, along with the Petrify, dude, all you gotta do is like parry twice. You get 6 debuffs on the enemy, 6 times that 15. Like you're practically have all of it gone there. It's not all the way, but practically. Or you put a 3rd round of debuffs. Now it is at 0 just from the Despair Mastery alone, and then all of the Petrify debuffs. All of that goes into the negative. So let's say you did have 3 Petrifies. Yeah, then they would have negative 75% healing. Holy hell, what's he rambling about? Despair sucks? What the hell, dude? BD's pretty passionate about Despair. Man, definitely loves Despair. Dude, I'm just trying to explain it. Really enjoying Despair coupled with Petrify, which is additive. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so B Manny runs a different variation of his masteries where, I think you're talking about the Petrify Mastery, right? Where that mastery also helps a bit. I usually don't put points in that just because, I mean, you know, there's so many other masteries. It's you know, you gotta pick and choose, and with Limber and stuff like that, the stuns don't always last so long and everything. Dakota Shepherd sent it over another $5, saying you somehow turned Despair into an introduction to Excel spreadsheet. Introduction, dude. I'm trying to give the advanced course here. But dude, Dakota, thank you very much for another 5. Don't despair, Brian. People like seeing you go on passionate tirades. Okay, that's good. See, I must have some energy because normally this time of night, I'm like, duh. Why do kids like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I don't know how to speak words. At least I was able to string together a sentence at midnight here. I've been playing the game for 2 years, but like something missing. I have 450k of prestige, but I feel that my champions hit like a baby. I have Corvus, Killmonger, Domino, 5-star rank 4. Do you have these suicide masteries? Because if you're comparing your damage compared to the damage of a typical Corvus user that is running the suicide masteries, well, then your damage will feel pretty weak. Suicide masteries, you know, they're not good in every situation. Not every champion needs them. Not every champion gains as much from them. Champions that already have a lot of plus attack built into their abilities, they're not going to see as much of a damage increase. Like with Namor, even though he's going to be suicide friendly, or is for the people that already have him, you actually don't see, you're not going to see much of a damage increase just because you already, you know, his special 3 gives a ton of plus attack already. Same thing like Stark Spidey. His poise charges already give him so much plus attack that there's not a huge difference there. But for some champions like Corvus, where Corvus gets all of his damage from a different source, from the cruelty stacks, suicide masteries, it pretty much is just like a 60% straight damage increase type of thing, and it's a huge difference. So yeah, those masteries can make all the difference for a champion like that. The suicides being, I mean, you probably already know what they are, but just in case someone's new, not sure what suicide mastery means, it's just in the top right corner of the offensive tree, the liquid courage and double edge masteries. And recoil, but recoil, nobody really wants to pick up recoil. MBG ready at 70 mil. This has been a solid grind. Mr. Sandman, what's up, dude? Yeah, dude, this is gonna be my biggest grind yet for sure. I'm closing in on 1100 streak, and well, I ain't stopping anytime soon either. So. BG, will you take Namor into Labyrinth and launch a special into Colossus's block for me? Oh my god. I think it reflects back the damage at like 300% or something stupid. Or maybe Art of Chaos would be into it. Damn, dude, that's a cool idea. I mean, I wonder if it hits the damage cap. I wonder what happens. Like, do you die? Does it actually reflect it? How much of it does get reflected? If it does get reflected, will it just cap out at 50k, or will it will it just annihilate the guy? Oh, that'd be so sick to see. Dakota Shepherd sent over another $5, and I don't have a comment. I just want to see my name on the top. Okay. Well, I made a rule in the past that the extra pennies no longer dethrone people, but we can get another wall going here. We can add you to the wall at least. Cause yeah, ran into a stream where people just kept one-upping each other by the penny. I just couldn't even keep track of it all. So yeah. Dakota, thank you though, man. Really appreciate it. Haven't seen anything bypass the damage cap. I think Loki does, if I'm not mistaken. Special 2 would be unblockable in Imperious Rex mode. Oh, so he can't even block it. Okay. Alright, well, rip that theory. Dakota sending over another buck saying, I am a rule, man. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you, dude. Grand bypassed it with Assassin in one of his Starlord streams. See, I always wondered about Assassin. I wanted to test that more. Because that's always the reason why I thought Proxima would be so good in Labyrinth. I mean, one of the reasons at least. She's got a couple of nice things going for her in there, but I thought once you got somebody below 18%, you could just drop an L2, and if you got lucky, once you're in that Assassin's range, it would just, that's it, fight over. But I don't know if I've seen that from anyone. I feel like it's something that they might have fixed even, which, I mean, it didn't sound like a bug, so like I don't think there'd be a reason to like change that, but I don't know. But I think Loki, can't he, I'm pretty sure it's Loki, where doesn't his special ability hit for like 100k or something? They made like one exception for him. I think it used to, because it's like a percentage of the total health, but I think they capped that of like what that can do. So what are you shooting for exactly, Brian? Lags? I'm not really too sure, man. I think I'm just going to keep going and going and going here. I've got 5 stars one more time in the morning, 6 stars one more time in the morning. And just running my 4 stars here a bunch. I might do some additional refreshing, but I don't know. Trying to be conservative, but may have to refresh a bit. Direct damage seems to bypass the cap, the red numbers. Oh, do they do all of them for like all the champions? And it's just that most of them don't hit those red numbers above 50k. BG missed Legacy's question. Namor test stream tomorrow. Oh, assuming I get him. Do you want to, if you're around, Lags, if you're around and if I get him, would you want to be helping help out with explaining a little bit how he works and everything. I think the physical damage cap is 50,000 and the energy damage cap is 100,000. Okay, interesting. Do you clean your glasses with a little spray bottle and microfiber cloth or just your t-shirt? Nah, just the t-shirt. I haven't had one of those little microfiber cloths in a long time. Actually, I think that was one of the things that Kabam gave out at the first time I went to Comic-Con in 2016. Yeah, 2016. I might have an unopened one of those or something, but no, I just used my shirt. Hella with 5 Fury Special 2 does his flat percentage. I think it's percent of health. I saw 120k-ish on Ultron Labyrinth. Okay. Dude, Drop Faith, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. BG just pulled a domino, then Corvus back-to-back. Dude, what? Timothy Black, congrats, man. Wondering which to rank 5. Got Blade and Medusa maxed. Need to do everything past Act 5, Explore. I'd say if you run Suicides, Corvus, and if you don't run Suicides, maybe still Corvus. But I don't know. I don't know. If you don't run Suicides, I don't know. I don't have either champion at a high enough level to give advice between the two. But if you run Suicides, I know for sure that I would run Corvus. I would probably still just go with him either way, but it is really hard for me to say. Orange Juice sent over a couple euros. Thanks, man. Saying you need to pick up the pace. Grind until you drop. Hey, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. Yeah. Like I said before, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tonight. I do feel fine in terms of like I'm not sleepy at all. Feel fully focused, but like a relaxed kind of focus at the same time. So I don't know if the sleepiness is gonna set in at some point, or if I'm just gonna, be good to go the rest of the way, and I can just stay up all night, or I might take like a 4-hour nap or something. We'll see. But Orange Juice, thanks, man. Appreciate the 2 euros. God, this guy is healing so much. Oh, God. I forgot. Don't I have like an increased crit rate when he doesn't have any debuffs? Oh, I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Son of a... Damn you, Mr. Sinister. Still want you so much. Wish I got you. I should have just pushed him to a special 1. I should not have pushed a special 2. I'm gonna die unless like... No, he's gonna die, right? He's dead, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Okay, good. Whew. But yeah, be down to hop on stream tomorrow, Brian. I'm heading out for tonight. Later, buddy. Really hope you get him. Alright. Sounds good, man. Thanks, Lags. In this stream, Brian discovers his feelings. Yes, for the first time, I'm able to feel again. Might just be the Namor Arena, but I had an urge to watch the Aquaman movie. I enjoyed it. Is that available on like a Netflix or Hulu thing or something like that? Maybe I'd watch that tonight. Probably not. I'll save my superhero movies for the Marvel stuff. Nothing against DC, but you guys know I already am behind on movies as it is, so. Gulk for Collector, a pretty viable option? I don't think so. I mean, technically you could use any champion against the Collector, but the higher DPS champions I think are better, and Gulk, he only has high DPS when he has Face Me active. And I don't think it's active against the Collector in any way. So you're better off using a different champion. I was doing this grind, then I hit 3 million, and was like, man, grinding sucks. I'm going to use the 3K units. I was going to use grinding, and got Namor 5-star and his dupe. What the hell, dude? Really? That's awesome, man. Congrats. Did you have the kid pop it? Is that how you got lucky? ContestChampion sending over another $2, saying, when does a nap turn into just going to sleep? I feel like that's the ultimate question of life. Like, to answer that question, I would have to climb the highest mountaintop and ponder upon that for years. When does a nap turn into just going to sleep? How long does a nap have to be? Asking the real questions here. I'm not here to learn, not just talk nonsense. Or I'm here to learn, not just talk nonsense. I'm being serious too, man. I don't know. Over 2 hours is sleep? See, I consider 2 hour a nap still. I think, you know what it is? I'm not even just making up some BS here when I say this. I think it all depends on your mindset. Because I'm gonna take a 4-hour nap, and I consider that a nap because I'm gonna be like it's not a full night's sleep, and like, I'm going to sleep with the mindset of, like, I need to get up to, like, do something immediately. And also, I'm going to be sleeping on the floor, which it's a hardwood floor in this apartment that I'm in now. Whereas my last one was carpeted, so it was much more comfortable. I've only fallen asleep on the hardwood floor once so far. So, yeah, I think it has to do with where you're sleeping and everything, too. Oh, so my brain is the problem. Yeah, dude. Exactly. Sleep cycle is 90 minutes. More than one sleep cycle equals sleep, not a nap. What if my sleep cycle is longer than that? Like, is everybody's sleep cycle the same? What if I'm just like a slow sleeper or something, you know? I don't need this judgment of you know, if my sleep cycle is like 3 hours. It's the one thing that I do last long in, you know? I don't need the judgment. ContestChampion said it over the $2 saying, so homeless people are always napping then. No way, dude. I've passed by some homeless people that, dude, they're knocked out. They're definitely sleeping. They're sleeping for the night. That is not always a nap. You could tell. Oh, you could totally tell. I think it depends on. I mean, I guess when comparing like comfort levels, I could see how you'd say that, but I think they're pretty comfortable. You wear enough jackets, you get comfortable. We said they had to be comfortable and not on the floor. Well, I mean, you know, one of the two. All right, maybe the napping. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm probably not sleeping tonight. There's the answer. There's the answer, man. I'm gonna put up another 250 rounds, 300 rounds, whatever it is. Get a 1400 streak. And then I'm going to go berserk if I miss out on the champion. Like, if I miss the champion, there probably won't be a Sunday night stream. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Technically, I still have the other apartment till the end of the month. I might just go drive over there and just sit there in a completely empty apartment and think about life. Why don't you just sleep in your bed? My wife's sleeping in the bed, and you know, Like, of course, that doesn't normally stop me. But if I'm going to be setting an alarm, you know, like let's say I go to sleep at like 2 a.m. and wake up at like 6 a.m. I don't want to wake her up, so I just sleep on the floor. It's not a big deal. I can sleep anywhere, man. My entire life, I've been sleeping anywhere. In high school, I slept way more sitting in a school desk chair than I did in bed. Lance Bomber sending over a couple bucks. Thanks, man. Saying willpower is maxed. How many units to max suicides? There's 8 carbonadium cores in total. 3 for liquid courage, 4 for double edge, 1 for recoil. At 550 units a pop, that's 4,400 units. I don't know if you have glass cannon maxed out, or not maxed out, but I don't know if you have it unlocked yet. I think glass cannon is 2 Stony Mastery cores? I can't remember how much the first rank of it is, but I think after that it's only 1 per rank. But I want to say it's 2. So those are 135 a pop. So it brings the total to 4,670. And then a few points to put in the actual masteries themselves. Basically like 4,700 units. Depending on what you have maxed out already. Oh, you already have glass cannon? Okay. Alright. So yeah, you know, roughly about 4,500 units then. Thank you very much for the 2, dude. Have you ever tried the Uberman sleep cycle? 30-minute nap every 4 hours, maximize time spent awake. So kind of. I have a story about that. A little story at least. Small story. Okay, so I'm working this crappy job. This is still like this for the people who were here earlier. It's kind of the same job. This is like I was much newer at the time. I wasn't a supervisor. It's, you know, just an office job, basically waiting to make calls. And there's quite a bit of downtime. You know, I worked at night, so it's quite a bit of downtime. And I was like, man, I don't remember anything that I actually learned in school. At this point, I think I'm like 21 years old or something like that. I'm like, dude, I've been out of school for like a year because I went to community college for a little bit and basically didn't even show up to those classes. I just ate Taco Bell in my car and took a nap. And yeah, that was definitely a nap in the car. And then went home. So yeah, I was thinking like, man, I'm feeling real dumb, basically, you know. I need to get my brain going, and I didn't know what to do. And I remember seeing like commercials on TV for, I think it was called Lumosity. I think that's what it was, something like that. Where, you know, it's just like this website that you go to that has some brain games, some memory games, some stuff like that. Of course, being a gamer, I'm like, oh, well, this is the way. I don't know if there's any legitimacy to this, but hey, man. I went to the website, got like a free trial for a week or whatever, and some of the games were actually pretty fun. There was this one game that I got pretty good at, which was a maze that you had to go through. But like when you turned your character, it turned like the entire maze, so it just like changed your entire perspective. I have no clue if that was doing anything to help me learn. Probably not. Absolutely nothing, I'm sure. But it was fun. And I got really good at it, and they didn't tell you like what rank you were. Like there was no leaderboard or anything like that. They just told you what percentile you were in. And got to the point where it said like 99th percentile or whatever, which assuming is the max. That's how it normally is for stuff like that. And I just did like a quick Google search to see like, all right, you know, what level did other people get to? I wanted to see, you know, it's competitive like that for this stupid little game. And I ended up landing on this forum for some guy's blog or some nonsense or whatever, where people are talking about it. I ended up not finding out anything, but you know, like on like the most popular blog post from this guy, it was something called polyphasic sleeping, and I was like, what the hell is this, man? I always have trouble sleeping. Like, what is this? So I click on it, end up reading it, and yeah, it's about this guy who did like a little experiment where like I think it was every 4 hours that he was taking a 30-minute nap, and throughout an entire day, that means he's only sleeping 3 hours. I think, you know what? I think he was only sleeping 2 hours, so maybe it wasn't every, maybe it was every like 6 hours. I don't know. I guess it was 3 hours throughout the day, but and he said, like, you know, he had the energy as if he got a full night's sleep. And dude, I'm like, no way, this is the most amazing thing ever. At the time, you know, I wanted to be a musician, basically. I was like, dude, I could spend more time learning how to play drums. I can get a keyboard. I could play that at night when I can't play drums at night and everything. And just be on this schedule of, like, you know, trying to take these little naps throughout the day. I sort of tried it, but it was never like a super serious go at it. I didn't know if it was BS or not, but I was like, yeah, screw it, man. It's worth a shot. Whatever. Like, this guy wasn't trying to sell anything, or maybe he was, but not in like this blog post that I read, at least. So I was like, all right, seems at least somewhat legit, and if it doesn't work out, well then maybe I'll die or just go back to sleep normally. It's worth a chance. So yeah, I tried doing it, but like I said, I never really got it to work the way that guy did. I always just had a problem falling asleep for that short amount of time, which apparently most people who try it, supposedly that's kind of what happens, but then they get so sleep deprived that their body finally adjusts to it and they are able to just kind of knock out pretty quickly. The idea behind it is to get into the REM sleep, the rapid eye movement sleep, which is when you're actually getting the like the most amount of rest or something like that. You get into that state much more quickly, and yeah, you can kind of just sustain that, and apparently there's people that do that. So yeah, I never really experimented with it much after that, but sleep has always just been kind of messed up for me, just in general. And when I first started YouTube, and you know, working full time and trying to make content somewhat regularly, somewhat daily, most nights I was only getting a couple hours of sleep anyway, like 2 hours in the same block. Like sleep, I don't know, from like, you know, 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. type of thing, and then just wake up and yeah, just like try to get work done. That had to be super unhealthy though, man, because I was feeling it after a while. Doing that for, I don't know how long I was doing that, man, but I wasn't getting much sleep at all. I'm kind of in this field that is super unhealthy. I've heard this theory. The premise is that the short sleep covers all the sleep cycles, but it doesn't give your body enough time to recover. Interesting. Dakota Shepherd. Didn't realize you were in a field that has any info about that. That's cool. I totally gave up on the idea anyway. The thing is, even if, like, let's say it did work and everything was good, you just have to take these naps throughout the day, it kind of messes up what you're, like, you know, if you try to go out with people, you know, I don't know how Laura felt about something like this. We were dating at the time. I can't even remember. I remember telling her about it, and Ah man, she probably just thought I was nuts. Was probably like, all right, it's time to end this relationship because we hadn't been dating for that long. I mean, it kind of was. Well, let's see, man. If I was like 21 years old, I guess no. I guess actually we were dating for quite a while already because yeah, we started dating. Basically like senior year of high school, man. So we've been dating for like 3 years already. But Lance Bombers sent it over $5 saying, I have 6 stonies and 2 carbs in stash. Please do the unit math for me. Need to unlock and max suicides. Already have willpower and glass cannon max. Thanks, BG. All right, no problem. So the stonies are not going to help you out in this situation, unfortunately. Only the carbonadiums are going to be used to unlock any masteries. But if you've got 2 of them, you're going to be spending 3,300 units in to buy the rest of the carbs that you need. Because like I said, it's 1 for recoil, 3 for liquid courage, and 4 for double edge to max all that out. So you're going to have to buy the 6 of those for the 3,300. And then just the placing the points in the masteries, which depending on your spec, you know, when you're respecing your masteries, it's going to cost a little something. For those masteries themselves, something that you may or may not be aware of, because I don't know, it's kind of common knowledge, but at the same time, maybe not so common knowledge. The actually, I'll go to the what's it called? I'll go to the mastery screen for a second here. It'll be easier to show. So hold that thought. I take sleeping meds daily, then come here because I can't sleep even with them. Dude, I feel like that's how I'd be. I've never tried taking any sleeping meds, but I swear that's how I'd be. What is this? OG Mudbones large fat wiener? What? What kind of comment? Pretty wild story. Drummer BG, hell yeah. Let's drop a mixtape. I'll rap over your drum lines. Dude. Man. I would love to, actually. But, yeah, my set is kind of no longer with me. Even when I had it back in my old place, it wasn't in good shape. I always wanted to mess around with just like some like online drum machine type thing. I kind of did in the past, but never seriously. Okay, but anyway, what I was gonna say is, so the way these masteries work, you see the different borders. You see how courage here, it doesn't have any spikes around it. It's just that, I don't even know what color you call that, man. It's like that gray, slightly greenish tone a little bit, whatever. But anyway, nothing on the outside of it. Same thing with like strength over here. It only costs gold to rank up these masteries. The bronze colored ones over here, with the single spike around the edge, it costs one unit. 1 unit to put the first point, and then 1 additional unit, like per rank, like basically 1 unit per rank. So rank 1 is 1 unit. You can see here to put the second point in the mastery would be 2 units, third point 3 units, and so on. Then the silver masteries over here with the double spikes around them, it's just 2 units per point. So 2, 4, 6. That's why masteries like Assassin here actually get pretty expensive if you're maxing them out, and you're changing your masteries pretty frequently. You know, it gets pretty expensive. So I'll bust open a calculator to do some basic math here. 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10, 30 units, just to put the 5 points in there, even after baby poop green. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like they ate a lot of peas, basically. A lot of mashed up peas. But yeah, that's how, that said ass, and it does. Finally got 80. Dreaming. Nice, dude. You're killing it. Speaking of, let me get back to the grind. But I actually do factor in the cost of switching masteries like that. Ooh, that was my 1100 round. So let's say you're swapping. Let's say you have a suicide mastery setup, but you want to change your masteries for each time you place your defense. You will spend a significant amount of extra units if you're running maxed out deep wounds or maxed out assassin or both, which I don't even know how you'd fit that with suicide masteries, but I actually prefer to keep the points to a minimum in that bottom right section if I am going to be placing defenders without suicides type of thing. Your moderators should keep track of everyone who keeps coming in here saying they have these huge scores and ban them if they're lying because that's so disrespectful. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me what score people say they have. It's hard to tell who's telling the truth and who's lying or not. But actually, I think most people are telling the truth. There's some people that like are obviously joking around with like saying they're at like 110 and stuff like that. But like Dreamin' saying he got 80 or he has 80, I know that's legit. The other people, like you get to know your fellow grinders basically. You get to know your fellow grinders, and you know what types of scores they put up and everything. So either way, it's fine. How much can you do with? Oh, you're asking Hyper. Okay. Actually, how much can Hyper do? My top score without any units was like 68 million. Nice, dude. I think I would crack 60 million, but just barely. Well, I mean that's with like getting sleep and everything. If I really went nuts and yeah, only slept like 2-3 hours a night or something like that, I'd probably be able to get to 65 plus, barely a little over 65. Both getting like 6 hours a night type of thing. Yeah, I can crack 60. Brian, you may not believe me when I say this, but I have a whopping 0 points across all arenas right now. Demiok. Been going pretty hard, just not MCOC. Minecraft grind, woot. Dude, did you get that additional RAM that you needed for those mods and everything? It makes me happy to hear that you're so into Minecraft, man. I never even played it myself, but just knowing that you're probably super happy right now, just running around, playing with some blocks, essentially. Now that might have sounded disrespectful to Minecraft, but I think it's a cool game. I never got into it, so meant nothing bad by that. Grinding PoE and I'm level 84. If that counts, Super Soul. Yeah, man, that counts. Every once in a while I check in on like some PoE news and stuff like that. I didn't really get any news recently here, but I did hear with the newest update there was some bugs that were possibly pretty nasty. I don't know how true or not that is. I know Grinding Gear Games though, man, they're usually pretty quick to fix that stuff. So who knows, maybe it's already fixed by now. What's up, BG? You've got 9 mil for the 4-star. What do you think? Continue to grind? David, I gotta say, man, the 4-star champion, he's probably gonna go for a minimum of 12 million. And my prediction is that he's gonna go higher than that. That's just like, I can't imagine him going less than 12 million. I mean, it's possible that just not a lot of people, hopped into this grind and everything, but yeah, I really think he's going to go about 13. So if you can put up that type of score, and I would recommend going even higher than that, of course, because that's not like a safe score. That's just an estimate for like the 800 spot. If you think you can put up a score above that, then yeah, keep going. But I don't know, man. In that position, I might just tap if I were you. Hate to say it. Again, only if you thought that you couldn't go higher. Because depending on your roster, you can still continue going. And it is always a guessing game. I'd also feel really bad if I was like, nah, quit, and he only goes for like 9.5 and you could have had him. So, I mean, at this point, actually, you know what? At this point, the arena is so close to being over. Just, you know, do what you can and cross your fingers, hope for the best. Don't get too disappointed if you miss, because, like I said, he's probably going to go higher. Luckily, I have an Awakening Gem, so I'm not doing round 2 if I get him this round. Nice. ABG finished uncollected yesterday and opened my 8th 6-star. It was my first dupe, but it was an Iron Fist. Ah. Right for 6.2, I'm over the 7th game. Ah, man, bummer, dude. Were you the person that sent over a tweet? That sounds pretty similar to a tweet I saw, which is a major bummer, dude. Sorry to hear that. But yeah, how often do you switch back and forth between running suicides and not running them, and how many units do you spend? I don't remember the unit amount. I want to say it's about 60 units, but I can't remember exactly. Because what I do is I just drop my offensive tree and then, you know, put in all the points except for the suicide masteries, and then I just put the points back in. And I think precision is 15 units, cruelty is 15 units. There's a couple units leading up to it, but not many. Then the suicides are 12 each, plus the couple leading up to it. Maxed out despair is 12. So yeah, it's, I don't remember the exact number, but I guess that's a little bit over 60 even. And I don't switch that often. For war right now, you know, we're not pushing hard in war, so I haven't been switching my masteries for war. And when we do go hard in war, at least the past few seasons that we were pushing, I wasn't running suicides at all, so I wasn't switching back and forth really. Now I might have to, because I've gotten so used to playing Omega Red with suicides, and I'm kind of out of practice with like Void and Stark Spidey a little bit here. But I mean, it would depend on my path and everything as to what I would do. I guess Void I'm still fine with, but Stark Spidey, I was never fine with that dude. F that dude. BG just pulled hype and was wondering how his signature level scales once awakened. Got about 70 signature stones. It doesn't scale. Like, you don't feed him those sig stones. Did you dupe him did you awaken him naturally? Is he sig level 20? Because if he's sig 20, stop there. If you gave him an awakening gem, you can give him a few sig stones. I think 20 is really like the max though. And even then, that's kind of pushing it. There's an awesome site, which I'll go to real quick here. Called AntMay. antm.ai. And you can click on champions. You can find Hyperion. And you can click on this, oops, that's synergies. You can click on this signature ability thing, and this beautiful graph will emerge. And then, yeah, you could see, you know, it kind of just, it stops scaling, really. It actually looks better, it looks better in this graph than it does in game. Like, if you actually look at all these numbers, like, yeah, you want to stop, basically. Like, it maxes out at 75%, and at sig 15, it's already, you know, 69 point something. Whatever it is there. I'm getting wrecked now, son of a... I thought I could handle it. Doctor Strange told me otherwise. I guess I'm fine, though. Gonna survive. That's all I had to do. Pop my special 3. Good to go. That's because the y-axis is scaled, and it's fine. It's, yeah, it is the way that it is on there, but it's, I mean, how else would you want to do it? I mean, really, with how hard you guys push, being what, plat 1 goal, you could def place with suicides, not a big deal at all. I'm a big supporter of just placement with suicides. Who cares? Agreed, Hobbit. Totally agree, dude. Totally agree. And, you know, we have been. But I mean, there are a few wars where, you know, if we are going to go for the win, people are asked to drop their suicides for that war. With few exceptions, you know, some people leave them on because of their placements or whatever, but I don't really mind doing it if it's just every once in a while, so it doesn't really bother me, but I'd be fine with people just leaving them on at all times, so I don't care. There's a few bugs, but they'll fix it faster than Kabam fixes MCOC. Oh, dude. Yeah, I know that for a fact. Just scrolling up here a little bit for PoE. Yeah, man, their devs are so good. I don't even think the Kabam devs are bad, which I know a lot of people will disagree with that and hate the devs and all that, but I think the devs for this game are good. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with it. There's no question about that, but you know, like overall, I wouldn't be playing the game if I didn't like it, so they got to be doing something right at least. But man, when you see like how good some teams are, like they're just like next level. Some dev studios and everything, right? Like I consider Kabam to be good, but other teams just, yeah, next level, like I said. It's not scaled 0 to 100. It's like 64, 76 or something. It's mathematically atrocious. Damn, busting out the big words here. Holy moly. Should be 0 to 100. That way the graph would actually represent what it's intending to. The way the graph looks, you'd think his sig scales decently. I'm sure it's just set up that way for like all of them, though. So, would you have to change it, especially for Hyperion? That's probably why it's not different. I mean, it beats any other resource that we have for this stuff by a long shot. And what you can do, too, I usually don't look at that graph, actually. Sometimes I do. But what I like to do is just enter in a sig level here, and it tells you the percentage up here, and then you could change this sig level and it'll just tell you like that, you know. That's normally how I look at this stuff. Sig 200, 75.03. God, I feel bad for all those people that had to max out their Hyperion. Actually, I think Cam had to max out his Hyperion sig level back when, you know, we didn't have as many rank 5s, and even the low prestige champions had to get maxed out. If they had 20 Gabes, this game would be insane. I wonder how, like, I always wonder how many people even work at Kabam. Because, I mean, you know, I'm sure it's just like any job where you've got guys that are really good, and I mean, you know, I think we could all agree the art for this game is sick, so it can't, you know, it's not Gabe doing all the art for this game. I'm sure most, if not all, of the artists are really good at their job. But, you know, just like any other company, like, you've got people who are really good at their job, and then some people where, you know, maybe they're not quite as good. Maybe they just don't care as much for some reason, or maybe they did care but got burnt out, or who knows what the case is. Maybe they just couldn't find enough people. Because I remember there being, it's been forever since I looked at this, but there were like job postings for Kabam, and you know, they have more than just this game, and I'm sure they're working on other games. But I mean, of course, this is their biggest one by far. It's the only one I play. I would never, dude. I remember when the Transformers game came out and people were downloading it and playing it. I was like, you guys are nuts. This is the exact same game. Why would I ever play this? It's the exact same game except with like a worse IP. No offense to anyone who is a fan of Transformers. I was like, no, there's zero chance I'm gonna play this game. But anyway, I do remember there being like job listings where I think it was like for MCOC as well. So I wonder, man, if like during the times of like, let's say like 12.0, if they just were understaffed for how big the game got, and like the changes they need to make or something like that. I don't know. That was harsh, man. Okay, yeah, maybe that was a little too harsh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the Transformers people out there. It is a slightly different game too. It's not totally exactly the same. Be fair here. There's you could dodge like on like the Z-axis or whatever, right? Whatever it is. I was just never into it. It seemed like most people stopped playing it too. Realm of the Mad God? Dude, Pete. Oof. Love me some Realm of the Mad God. And yeah, Kabam, technically they were the developers for Realm of the Mad God, but during their reign over Realm of the Mad God, like I played it before Kabam took over. That was the first time I ever heard of Kabam, and I was like, dude. So, you know, I'm pretty positive when it comes to MCOC stuff, right? And it's because I honestly feel like, dude, like the game is good. Yeah, like the bugs suck, but a lot of the times the things that people have problems with, I just don't have a problem with it. Like when they nerfed the perfect block thing, when they nerfed Scarlet Witch, I don't care. Good. Like that's what I want, you know. So yeah, a lot of those issues, and of course I still have my issues with it too. All right, this game is not perfect, but the point is, the way that people will rage about this game because they're not happy with the direction that's going in, that's the way that I was with Realm of the Mad God. Still in like a more calm way, just because that's how I am. But I hated the way that game was going when Kabam took it over. Absolutely hated it. Thought Kabam was the worst company ever. And actually, technically, it was a different studio, I believe, because I think that was their I want to say San Francisco studio. I didn't even know they had more than one studio at the time or whatever. But yeah, I hated that game. Or not hated the game, but hated when they took it over. There was a lot of things that were kind of out of their control. Just to be fair to like the devs that were working on that game, where things just got out of control. Like the Realm of the Mad God, for those of you that don't know, it was a Flash game basically that you played in your web browser, and eventually they had like a Steam port, but you know, you could still play it through your web browser to this day. And there were like, it got so popular, and it's a permadeath game. So all of the items in that game, dude, they had such a strong monetary value to them. And I would essentially sell stuff, sort of. Like, I didn't sell it for money, but I traded on D2JSP, which is a site that you can trade for, like through like multiple games. You can trade and get a currency called Forum Gold, and then you can use that Forum Gold to trade for any game. So, dude, I was playing this game, loving it, and just selling all this extra stuff that I was finding for tons, man. And it got to the point where I was thinking, like, dude, I could actually quit my job, play this game 8 hours a day, and make more money selling this stuff than I do at my job. And a lot of people did that, and it got so out of control that, you know, eventually, like what always happens in these types of games, people figure out how to duplicate items so that they don't even have to play the game. They just have an infinite supply of items in a matter of seconds, and then they start these online stores, and then there's bots that spam and, you know, flood the chat channels, the trade channels, and stuff like that. And this was all starting to really happen, or like it was already happening, but it was just getting to that level of insanity kind of right when Kabam took over the game. And that's just like all they had to focus on. They couldn't focus on developing new content. They were just trying to deal with that mess that they kind of got thrown into, but still, I hated them at the time. Like, yeah, I wasn't happy, and eventually I stopped playing the game, and there was some other issues with it too, but that was like the biggest issue. Eventually they sold it off. I think Deca Games is now like the people in charge of that game. Apparently things are better, but still not perfect, and it's a smaller team. I haven't looked at it in a long time. For what game? Realm of the Mad God. Realm of the Mad God. Still, dude, I would play it. All right, next time the like the servers go down for maintenance or something like that, we're playing Realm of the Mad God. God, I love that game. But yeah, I from what I remember, last time I looked at it again was like a year ago, but I think they mostly just do kind of like community events, and there's not really much new content. But at least some developers working on it, because I don't think Kabam was like making any money when they had this game, and that was real close to the game probably just shutting down entirely. So at least they didn't do that, and at least they did let another company take it over. Or, you know, I'm sure they sold it to them, so it's not like they're just, oh, here you go. I'm sure they got money for it, but still, they could have just as easily shut it down if no one bought it. I wanted to play Transformers like I want to eat knockoff cereal at the supermarket. Dude, I love knockoff cereal. I always eat knockoff cereal. Screw that, man. You think I'm paying full price for some cereal? Hell no, man. Give me your biggest bag. Give me your 10-pound bag for 42 cents. Oh, and before Kabam took over Realm of the Mad God, it was literally like a 2-man team, I think, making that game, and I was just so impressed and blown away by what like 2 individuals were able to do. I think it was like mostly one guy too, and then some other guy like helping, if I remember correctly. Brian, next time the game is down, we should do Realm of the Mad God, all join the same server and just smash through arcs. Yeah, dude, definitely. 100%, Pete. 100%. That's what I just said. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it now. I was rambling on, man. I was rambling on. I'm sorry. When are you gonna play Magicka with me, Brian? Probably never, Demiok. I didn't really like that game, man. I'm not opposed to playing something else with you. If I ever decide to play something else, but I didn't really like Magicka. Maybe if I had any idea what was going on, I would have liked it, but jumping in where we jumped in and not knowing how to control my character and just kind of killing myself. All doing that while trying to stream. Like learning that, it just didn't work out. It didn't work out. It's fun playing with my friend though, and we'd like to do that again for some other game. Probably like go over on Twitch or something one night. I don't know what we'd play, but just to screw around. A Victor stream for 4 hours before BG. Depends how many people actually want to come hang out. Oh, Hobbit, are you thinking about doing another stream? Because yeah, you were going for a while. Ah, crap. Guess it don't matter. I understand people who need mercs. The whole point is getting past stuff and building your own account. I agree. But I guess it's just a different way of thinking where some people just want the reward or something. There's people who want to explore content. There's people who just want... Oh, yeah. Here we go. Exactly what Star was saying. Yep. ABG, do you think it's time from Kabam increase the number of 150 5-star in the arena? That question has actually come up a few times this week. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just wouldn't want to see the number go too high. Like if it went to like 250 or something, I'd be cool with that. You know, I think it's about time they change it. But like let's say they made it like top 1,000, or some people want it to be a percentage or something like that. I wouldn't really like to see that. As much as it would help in situations like this, I think part of what makes this game is just that it is difficult to get champions, and you know, sometimes you do miss, and that's kind of part of the game. And when you don't miss, well, then you have a champion that not many other people have, and it's kind of cool playing a relatively unique champion for a little while. And sometimes that gives you an advantage, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it's just a fun, cool thing. And yeah, I like it where certain champions are hard to get. Can we dungeon later in the month? I usually dungeon with Legacy, so probably not. Sorry, man. When dungeons are around, yeah, Legacy. We usually do it on stream, and he usually reads all the nodes and just tells me where to go so that I can just relax, which I like. Remember the forum where you could design your own weapons and cloaks and stuff? Then the devs would pick what they liked? Yeah, dude. I do remember that. Yeah. I remember, I think after that other company took over, which I'm pretty sure is Deca, I think after they took over, they added a lot more stuff like that. But I do remember that. The wiki for that game was really good too. It was really useful. It's sort of one of the inspirations behind wanting to make my own site for MCOC. The Realm of the Mad Guy wiki. Actually, it went to this site. There was like a standard wiki, and then it went to I think Realm Eye was the name of it. Oh, bingo. Yeah, here it is. I always like this message. We are watching you. I don't know how this guy, how things worked, but I think this guy had just like on all the different servers, he had like a bot or something that would keep track of everyone's data. And then of course it had all the other info. This game, where's the wiki? Here we go. It looked to see, some people would hate this style of graphics, but I actually prefer this style of graphics in a way where this is what your characters looked like. Oh wait, these are the stats. Classes. Here we go. You looked like this. It was straight pixel art, man. Hold on, let me pull up a Realm of the Mad God Google Images here. It was chaotic as hell too, man. You could see there's just a bunch of people around shooting all your projectile weapons and everything. Oh, I remember this guy. Golly, this guy was, oh yeah, of course, YouTube. He was around on the YouTube stuff. Look how many people are around, man. It's crazy. And you had to do a certain, amount of damage on the enemies to qualify for loot. So it got nuts at times, man. So it was a combination of trying to play super aggressive and speedy as hell, trying to get to the boss first so that you can do enough damage to qualify for loot. Combination of that, along with the game being permadeath, so and you could die in an instant. So it's like this high risk, high reward style of play, or you can just play with like a group of buddies and try not to involve the entire server. But you know, depending on the there was like server announcements for some of the bigger events, and people would be like scouting for this. So you can go into a realm that only had like 10 people in it, but sometimes what would happen is you know, you'd be there with 10 people, and next thing you know, like 80 people are in there, and yeah, it just gets kind of crazy. But I love that game, man. So good. BD, stop wasting time. I know, dude. I know. I'm wasting time. Freaking Realm of the Mad God, dude. Who's your favorite? I played Wizard the most. Basic but solid. All classes were good. Played a lot of Priest too. I preferred the somewhat shorter range classes. Rogue, of course, was super sick because you could just stealth your way through areas.
And that's what people would use to rush. You could also just teleport to other players in that game. So you'd have a rogue like go invisible and, you know, just get through enemies without actually having to kill them, and then teleport to like a boss area or something like that. And then that was my original favorite, and then I started liking the warrior the most. Shortest range, I think the highest damage output though, and you had like a buff for your group that increased their attack speed, I believe. Super fun to play. But only like once you knew what you were doing. As like a beginner in that game, you wanted to play like the longer range classes like Wizard. Priest, I think, was my initial favorite. Like before Rogue kind of took over. Apparently my coworker's brother is like a Realm of the Mad Gods celebrity or something. Really? Every time he logs in, people bombard him or something. Interesting, dude. Aaron Abdel. I wonder if you told me his name, if I would know what it is. I don't remember a ton of people's names. Mostly just the people I played with, and then a few names like that Cali person I remembered. There wasn't a ton of like YouTube content for that game. There was very little actually. So. Hey BG, is it a plan from Kabam that some champs in the game suck so much nobody wants them at all? I don't know. I've wondered kind of the same thing myself. So here's the thing: if Kabam releases a champion that sucks, they don't make as much money off that champion. You know, there's not as many people buying a Diablo crystal when he came out compared to like Cole or Namor or whatever, you know, the more popular champions. So there's a huge incentive for them to release champions that are actually good. But not every champion can be the new best champion in the game, you know? And some champions that people perceive to be bad, like Maw, could actually be good on defense, which I think he is. I think he's fine as a defender. Better than fine, like above average defender, possibly. He seems to be picking up some kills. So like, you know, it's also has to do with a little bit of how you determine if a champion's good or not, type of thing. So yeah, it's complicated. I think sometimes too they just have these deadlines where, you know, they're getting out 2 brand new champions every month, and sometimes they maybe just can't get the balance right in time. Which they've kind of commented on in the past with like Carnage when they first released Carnage. Then when we asked the developers at Comic-Con about it, you know, they commented saying like, yeah, look, during development he was super OP, and then they kind of nerfed him before releasing him, and they went too far or something like that. 4 kills this war and still full HP. Oh, he's got to be on the Aegis node. But yeah, like I always wonder. I wish we could know. Like I wish there was like some list where if I just asked them at Comic-Con, like, hey, which champions do you feel like you guys missed the mark on, whether underpowered or overpowered or something like that. I mean, I'll probably still ask them that, but I'm sure they won't have every champion off the top of their head. Also, you know, like there's more than one dev working on these champions, of course. So they might only be able to like comment on the ones that they made or something. Scotty or BG, you going all night? Falstaff, what's up, man? What's up, Dicer too? No, I'm probably gonna go all night, yeah, but not on stream. No, I'm gonna probably end the stream here. Not too much longer. I don't know how much longer. I've got a bunch of rounds left here of my 4 stars. Maybe I'll finish the 4 stars. Maybe I'll end things a little bit before that. I don't know. That's why I make a list of questions. Now, no, the question, you know, I am going to write down the question, but just as far as what their answer is going to be. Might not be enough. I like satisfying. Man, I remember a bunch of my buddies used hacked clients to auto Nexus and, and aimbot and whatnot. Yeah, I kind of knew a few people that did some stuff like that. They usually didn't take it too far, but yeah. I normally didn't like to play with the hackers, which is something that's never really changed. Even before the Realm of the Mad God days, going back to like Diablo 2 and all that. Hey, just got here. You got to go for a bit longer at least. Says who, Aaron Abdo? You didn't even bring me any food to keep me up all night grinding, man. What if I did ask you to, like, if the restaurant was still open? Would you? Probably not. I'm probably too far away. Never mind. Venom is amazing, so underrated. Venom is amazing. He's gotten quite a bit of attention lately, though. Maybe still slightly underrated, but... BG had a few drinks and did a backflip off of a roof into a pool. Damn, dude. That's awesome, man. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're okay. It's awesome now, but if that went wrong, it would have been awesome. That's pretty cool, man. I've seen your flips before. Definitely got the flipping skills. Says me, all the food I could bring you would be carbs. It would put you to sleep anyway. Probably, dude. I'd ask you for some of that gnocchi. And, dude, that stuff just sits in the bottom of your stomach and knocks you right the hell on out. Last time we were there, dude, I came home and it was, you know, it was like 9:30, like 30 minutes to stream time. And I just, like, passed out. Just completely passed out. Like, the way somebody would if they got, like, blackout drunk style pass out, you know? Which I guess would just be blacking out at that point. But anyway. If it went wrong, it would have been an even cooler video. I don't know about that, man, but, yeah. Good that you got it on video. I should take Ghost against this Sinister fight without Tater's permission. Yeah, dude, hell yeah. Of course. Without Tater's permission, yeah. Last 3 nights have been poop. I'm effing exhausted. Restaurant has done 50K in sales last 3 nights. That's a lot of cocktails. Damn, dude, 50K. I don't know how much restaurants normally make, but that sounds like a lot of money. I know people don't understand about duping in-game items that are worth cash. If you dupe an item, its value will go down. Please, can we stop this madness? Well, yeah, the value does go down, but they try to cash in on it before it goes down. You know, like that's their idea. Like if you're the first person to dupe items in a game, and if no one else has access to it, it's just you're printing money at that point. So I get why they do it. I hate it though, man, because it kills the game. A lot of times it kills the game. Kills the economy in the game, which for some of these games is a huge part of it. It was a huge part for Realm of the Mad God. A lot of people stopped playing because of it, and it sucks. But those people made a lot of money, I'm sure. Didn't get that 6-stone offer. Really trying the free-to-play lifestyle. It's hard sometimes. You'll get used to it, B-Manny. You'll get used to it, man. Or, you know, you can always pick and choose certain deals that you want to get or whatever, but you'll be fine without it, dude. You'll be fine without it. Had gnocchi tonight. Just asked one of the cooks for the easiest thing he could make me at the end of the night. But he went all out. It was delicious. Oh, man. I'm thinking about it right now, dude. It is really good. That didn't go over well. Uh-oh. Did you do the fight already? Uh-oh, Pete. Do you take coffee or meth to stay up? It's crazy how much you destroy your sleeping schedule for a champion. I don't really have a sleeping schedule, man. I've always been a little bit of an insomniac. I wouldn't be asleep right now as it is. The grinds can definitely mess up your sleep schedule a bit. There's no doubt about that. But most of the grinds these days, I try to not really let it affect the sleep schedule. And if I get tired, then I am going to just like take a nap, and it wouldn't mess up my sleep schedule. But as far as your coffee or meth question goes, neither. I've never had a single cup of coffee in my entire life. Partially because I think it smells bad, and I wouldn't, if it smells bad, I'm sure I wouldn't like the taste. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I never like the smell of coffee. I know some people love the smell of coffee too, but I just was never into it. Add that to the long list of things that other people like and I don't like, I guess. Yeah, and the other part of it is, I like I said, I've always had these sleep problems. I'm thinking, dude, if I start drinking coffee, like, what's gonna happen then? Because like I don't even have any caffeine at all in me. No soda, no tea, anything like that. It's just been water for the past however long. You go in second round as well. If I get him the first round, I will very likely be going for him second round, which is going to be an even more difficult grind, probably, because I'm going to be busy for at least one of the days. I do another stream before the NBG. No, I'm not going to do another stream. Usually by that point, I'm so tired and out of it that, yeah, just don't have the energy, and the stream ends up being really bad. Which sometimes that's how the stream is normally, really bad. But for this one, at least, I kind of know going into it that's probably not going to be good. Average is more like 9 to 11K on a busy Friday or Saturday. And you guys made 50K? More like $6 on Tuesday or Wednesday. So 17K tonight was busy. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, I thought you were saying 50,000 a night. You're saying 50,000 for like the 3 days or whatever, right? So 17 tonight was busy. Over 350 covers, not including happy hour, which was busy as F2. Okay, got it. Can't get worse, right? You're talking about like the sleep schedule? I don't know. I'm trying to make 4th of July my last MCOC purchase for a while. The Prestige climb is less enticing now that my Prestige is pretty good anyways. Yeah, it's really not too bad. I'd say the worst part is I mean, Prestige is certainly part of it, although that had to do with some of my rank up decisions. You know, if I just targeted these higher prestige champions, I wouldn't be in the prestige pit that I'm in now, because I do have champions that are max sig level. So that was kind of the problem there. But you do have to be more careful about that, because the sig levels, we don't get sig stones as like a free-to-play player, man. It's so rare to get sig stones. Hopefully Kabam changes that soon and adds them to like the solo events or something. The other difficult part of it is keeping up with donations. You know, if you're not buying Cavalier crystals, which gives you a bunch of ISO to sell, or picking up some of the offers. Like today's offer had 500,000 gold in it, right? So missing out on a lot of that makes it difficult to keep up with the donations. And you guys can see my gold has been plummeting lately. But, you know, if you're willing to put the time in the arena, you can keep up with that too. And of course, get all the other stuff that comes with it. And then that wouldn't be a problem. Like how Brian denies ever having coffee, but doesn't say anything about meth. I've never had meth either. Not even the illegal kinds or whatever. Like, because isn't like Ritalin or what's it called? Begins with an A, pretty sure. But anyway, the stuff that like can be prescribed doesn't have like the same. And it's something similar to meth, just like a lower dose, and I'm sure there's other some other differences. Higher quality assurance or something like that. I don't know. Adderall. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Couldn't think of it. Maybe I should have taken some Adderall. Then I would have remembered it. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, never that stuff either. Yeah, we literally can't do more than about 20,000 in a day, even with decent ticket prices for food and wine. 50,000 in a place of that size wouldn't be possible. Yeah, I figured. Figured you guys were packed all night to make that 17. Since the Spider Gang occupied BG's nose, his sense for smelling things is a little bit broken. Coffee smells bad, WTF. It smells bad to me, man. I don't know. It smells bad to me. I can only do coffee if I load the crapola out it with sugar. That's probably what I would have to do too, I imagine. I know a lot of people have to do that. Even the people who like the smell of coffee, they fill it with milk or cream, sugar, whatever else is in there. I don't know. You think the best champion in the game? I don't usually like to rank champions like that, but Ghost. Arena grinds are by far my biggest expense in MCOC. Are they, Pete? Well, stop doing them then. Then you're good. I got curious and checked the Alliance V subs regarding those weird arena event scores and noticed that 4 to 5 members that are on that leader list all logged off at the exact same time. Interesting. I wonder if they're all going to log in at the exact same time. Or what if Kabam actually banned them and that's why they're logged out? Let's hope. ABG, I'm at 1.35 mil in the 3-star arena. Think I'm good? Really hard to say, man. Really hard to say. I think that's cutting it close. Like, you might be good, you might not. I would try to push a bit more if you can. Ghost is the best. Dude, I really don't know what I'm going to do if I don't get Ghost. I want to do a 6.2 Legends run so bad, but I don't think I can. Like, I don't think it's realistic if I don't get Ghost. I want to see actual footage of that quest and how fast Ghost is compared to other champions. But I mean, just thinking about it, what if it's like a 45-minute difference or something like that, clearing that one quest? Like, you know, I'm already at a little bit of a disadvantage from not having some other champions up there, whereas other people might have them. I don't have Wasp either, so I don't know if Wasp is needed or not, but that could be a problem. It just kind of sucks because I want to do the run so bad. I know a lot of people want to see the run. I just wish there were more ways to earn loyalty. Yeah, I wish there were more ways to earn loyalty too. I just popped my first 3-minute boost in War today. First 3-minute boost in a long time. Which was an invulnerability boost going up against a Domino on one of the new nodes that had power gain. Didn't know how it was going to go. Ended up being mostly okay. I recorded. I've got a little bit of War footage recorded from this new map that I need to get uploaded. Should we unlock all the suicides first, then max them out as you go, or unlock and max at the same time and then move on to the next? So when it comes to suicides, first thing you want to do is max out willpower, and you can unlock willpower one at a time just as you get the resources. From there, you do not want to unlock recoil until you can get recoil plus 3 points into one or the other of the good part of the suicides, either liquid courage or double edge. You want to have, when it comes to putting points in those masteries specifically, you do not want to have like 1 point in liquid courage and 1 point in double edge. That's bad. You don't even want to have just like 1 point in Liquid Courage and no points in Double Edge. That's also bad. You want to have one of them maxed out before you even put the first point into the prerequisite. So yeah, 3 points in Liquid Courage or 3 points in Double Edge. Doesn't really matter which first. Liquid Courage is a little bit cheaper, so people typically choose that route. But it also depends on the champions you have too, where if you have a lot of bleed immune champions, it might be easier to adjust to the suicides if you pick the bleed mastery first, or if you have a lot of poison immune champions, of course it'd be easier to pick the poison one first. But the point is, make sure you can max out one or the other before starting. I'm ready to watch some absolute pain for whoever is doing a run. Oh, for the Legends run? I'm surprised you didn't go for it, B-Manny. I just realized. What made you decide that you didn't want to do it? Because I know you went last time. And I feel like you could have put up a top 40 time for the exclusive here. Did you just not have the resources and didn't want to spend type of thing? Tonight I told myself I wasn't going to stay up too late playing Minecraft again. I'll go to bed after Brian's stream is over. That's a good cutoff. I told myself. Now look at me. What have you done? Demiak, I'm sorry, man. This stream isn't going to be going too much longer. I am going to finish up the rest of my 4 stars here, though. We're almost done. Almost through it. How many 6 stars do you have for the arena now, BG? 17. 17. I've gotten really lucky when it comes to not awakening any of them. Otherwise, I would have less, of course. I'm using my 5-star awakening gem on Void. Is he worth it? Absolutely. Void is one of the best champions in the game to awaken. In a lot of situations, he relies on his awaken ability. And it does... His awaken ability, you know, it's nice to have it at a high sig level, but it also doesn't need to be. The difference between unawakened and sig level 1 is massive in a lot of situations. Is Namor that good? He's pretty good. The reason why he's going so high is because of his prestige. Prestige along with being, like, pretty good. He's better than pretty good. I'm underselling it here a little bit. He's very good. He's not going to replace a lot of people's most commonly used champions if people are already using champions like Ghost, Corvus, Omega. I think those champions are still going to be much more common, but he's still a really good champion and can fit in like alongside those champions as backups and that type of thing. No units for all the boosts and refills, probably 3K at least. iPhone 7 Plus, no Sim Supreme. Okay. Alright, got it. Would you use Science Awakening Gem on Thing, waiting on Void or Cap? I don't know. I probably would use it on Thing, but I hear you can play him unawakened, so maybe I would just play him unawakened and wait. But I like Thing, and he has really high prestige if you can get his Sig up. And I think his Awaken ability helps in some situations for sure. So I'd probably give it to him personally, but it's a tough call. I don't have a high level Thing to give you like that first-hand experience info. BG, in your opinion, which champ deserves generic gem? I don't really look at the gems that way. I look at it more of as like what is that champion gonna do for your overall progression? Which is the answer I really should have given to the person asking about Awakening Void. I gave the short answer. The long answer is, you know, think about how your overall progression is gonna change. Because some people ranked up their Voids and didn't even need to. That didn't kill Nebula? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, because of Heimdall. Okay. Some people awakened and ranked up their Voids and never used them. So even though he's one of the best champions to awaken, it it doesn't matter how good a champion is if you're not going to use him. So what you got to do is think about where you're currently at in the game, and then figure out if you awaken this champion, if you know, same thing for when it comes to ranking up champions, but you know, if you awaken this champion, how is your progression going to change? Are you going to be able to get through the you know, is it going to allow you to get the uncollected title, or is it going to allow you to complete the uncollected monthly event quest each week where you were struggling before or having to spend resources on it before? Now you're going to do it cheaper or without any resources at all? Or do you need it for something in a different area of the game? You got to think like that. You got to think like that. So, any champion can, like, not any, but most champions can be deserving of a rank up gem. Just depends on kind of what you need. You really want to be the guy who says something offensive and then says no offense? Am I? Normally I don't say anything offensive. Normally I just try not to say anything offensive at all. Oh, are we talking to this other person? You're looking like a duck. No offense. When you stare ahead. Oh, okay. Alright, well, none taken, man. Ducks are fine, I guess. I don't know. Don't worry about it, Brian. Thursday night, I went to bed at 6:30. Last night, I went to bed at 5:30. 4:30 is earlier, sadly enough. Okay. I won't worry about it then. Link to my next question then. Should I rank 5 my 5-star Quake or rank 5 my 5-star Void? Unduped, but we use the Awakening Gem. Personal preference, I would personally go with Void all the way, but I don't really enjoy playing Quake. They're both super powerful. Some people prefer Quake over Void. I just don't enjoy playing her though. She's really useful in a lot of situations. Both champions can be, but just her playstyle, I don't enjoy it. I'm not very good at it. If I enjoyed it more, I would probably play her and get, you know, better at playing her, of course. But because I don't like her, I just have no interest in even getting better with her. So personal preference, my preference is Void. Go with whatever you like. Turd said he has 17 sixes. I said, yeah, I think I got 8. He said, by what? This sucker needs sleep. Oh, what? Oh, man. Brian, when stream ends, please recommend me some great Disney movies if you know. Dude, if we're talking Disney movies, I'm going old school a bit. Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks. I think Heavyweights is technically Disney as well. Pretty sure. I don't know what else. I don't know. Doesn't Disney like own everything now? So what even counts? I'm not really the movie person. I don't know a lot about movies and stuff. I woke up at 4 p.m. this past day. I is not smart. Star. Oh, no. That's not good. Been there, though. Cheers, BG. I think I'll go with Void. Quake is too intense to play with, I feel. I hear you, man. I hear you. I would do the same thing. I have Quake and Void at 565. Barely use Void anymore unless it's specifically needed. Use Quake first choice for most everything. I also understand that perspective too. I should also say one more thing about Void. He is not very suicide friendly. So if you enjoy using suicide masteries, you may not use Void as much. If you don't like suicides though, or don't mind switching for war or wherever you're going to use him, then he's amazing. So tanky, so sustainable. So much utility. Love him. I'm already headed to a similar sitch tomorrow, so that's fun. Oh no. Star, no. Is it worth spending money on the game? Also, when or I'm guessing it's where should I spend my units? I'll answer the second part first. You should spend your units in the unlocking new masteries. They get kind of expensive, but you only have to unlock them one time, and then you have them forever. It takes a small amount of units to put points in anytime you want to change your masteries around, but using the Stony Mastery Cores or Carbonating Mastery Cores or the class ones, you only have to use them one time. And they make all of your champions stronger versus if you were to spend your units on crystals, then you only have a chance to pull a champion, and that one champion will be strong instead of making your entire roster strong. So invest your units into masteries first. Beyond that, you know, there's some other okay things to spend them on. It's okay every once in a while to spend units on energy refills. Definitely avoid spending them on crystals, though. And try your best not to spend too much on, like, revives and potions and stuff like that. A lot of times when you spend your resources on those types of items, you're kind of just getting through some content that you could have gotten through for free if you just were a little bit more patient with it, got a little bit stronger type of thing. And then once you get through that content, if you have to spend units to get through the content, well then now you're looking at even harder content that you're definitely not going to be ready for and have to spend even more units type of thing. So, yeah. Long story short, spend your units on masteries. As you get more experience with the game, there are points in the game where it's perfectly fine to spend units elsewhere, spend units on items and stuff like that. Everybody does it at some point. Kind of have to for certain things, but for now, spend them on masteries. And as for the other part of your question of is this game worth spending money on, this question's even more complicated. Everything is very expensive in Marvel Contest of Champions. This is not the type of game where you spend like $5 and you get a lot for that $5. This game is very expensive. Occasionally there will be things like that, but for the most part, oh my god, I just died in a 5-hit combo. For the most part, I just died in a 5-hit combo. Oh, is this a deathmatch? Oh god! What did I do? What champions did I even throw in here? Did I go to the bottom of my list? God. No, please. Come on, Rhino. Limbo, dude. Please die to this. This is my only chance of maintaining this streak. She's not going to die to it. What's that? Oh my god. At 11:29 streak. Gotta be kidding me. I did throw in my bottom 3 champions. This guy was running suicides. If I knew, I would have been fine. But I didn't realize it in that first fight, and I died in that 5-hit combo. And that screwed me. That limbo damage was too much. But this fight I'll probably win. Well, maybe not. Okay. Okay. Well. Oh my god, dude. No!
No, this was going to be like a 1,300 streak or something. This was definitely going to break my record. Oh my god. So about the question, this game is definitely not spending money on. No. No, I spend at you know. I don't know how much money you have, type of thing. Everybody, you know, when it comes to money, I'm not going to tell you to spend or not spend. Just know that things get expensive in this game, and if you want to spend, just know that going into it. But it's a fun game. Maybe don't spend for a while and see if you like the game before you make that decision. Right, it's totally focused and awake. I am. I actually am. I mean, maybe not totally focused, but totally awake. Damn it, dude. I can't believe I threw in these bottom 3 champions like that. I'm so close to not even having any more 330s to run. Ghost and up are 440 or higher. God. Okay. 1. Alright, I guess I'm at 0. I could say 1 after I win this round. Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the most rare thing to happen on this stream. Possibly, yeah. Get back to a 10 streak and then end the stream. I don't even have enough champions to get to a 10 streak. I guess I am going to refresh my champions to get back on the infinite streak, man. Well. At the very least, we can make a joke about how you got 80 million points with like a 100 win streak or whatever. Yep. Man. Well, Brian, it is time for me to take leave. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your Namor tomorrow afternoon. Thanks, Pete. I hope I get Namor. 71.5. Whew. I'm going to need to add something to that score for sure. I got time. Don't worry, BG. You can break your streak next round. I most certainly cannot. Like I said, I'm going to be busy for... for like all of the second day, not all of it, but for I don't know how long, maybe like 8 hours or so. I'm gonna be busy. Gonna be driving, gonna be busy doing other things. So yeah. Does it feel weird to know that 500 plus people just watched you pull a massive failure? No, I'm used to it, man. There's been more people that have seen me pull a failure. Doesn't feel weird. Embarrassing, yes. I'm used to it. Sure as hell not gonna sleep now. Yeah. Damn it, dude! I can't believe I did that. Oh, I wish. See, we were talking about this before. GM actually asked earlier in the day stream, I think today too, I don't think it was yesterday, I think it was today, might have been yesterday, but I think it was today, where he said, if you could, would you have half of your 4 stars at 550 and the other half at 330, or all of your 4 stars at 440? And I said I'd rather have half of them at 550, but I said I'd thought about this before, and... There is a reason why you would want all of your champions at 440. And there's a few different reasons. One of the reasons being you can't make this mistake. You can't throw in your champions and get a deathmatch. Unless the game bugs out or something like that. Throwing in all 440s will not give you a deathmatch. And I'd like to change my answer, please. 24-hour stream next round, BG? No. Not going to do any 24-hour ones for Namor.
The next time I do a 24-hour stream, it's probably going to be for some type of challenge type thing. I've been watching you for a couple hours now. I'm going to go to bed. Good luck getting Namor. Thanks, man. Thanks, Xavier. That was pretty funny. Not quite as good as the generic Wolvie Awakening, but there were less people for that. That's true. I mean, I am going to post the results whenever the arena is over. Maybe I'll have to include that as part of the results clip or something. Not until rank 3 6-stars start popping up at least. At that point, 3 low 440s might get you deathmatched. Yeah, dude. I wonder what happens then. Do 440s get you deathmatched? At some point they're going to. Maybe it wouldn't be till like rank 4 6-stars, but at some point they are. The arena will change by that point anyway, but... did you miss out on Bishop because you waited too late to refresh? Also, I'm 60% of the way to 440 or better. Nice, dude. Yes. I did miss out on Bishop because of that reason, yes. But that's why I refreshed plenty the last 2 days. But okay, so you're going to the 440 route as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going the 550 route. While working on the 5-stars, of course. I'm more than halfway there to getting all of my 5-stars to rank 3. And only 2 of them are rank 1, so that's progressing along pretty nicely. 4 stars, I don't think there's any chance I'll ever get them all to 550, but at a certain point, like let's say I can get 90 of my champions to 550, which is still going to take a long time. But that would be, that'd be 30 rounds of 550s. Like, I could just do that and then like take breaks between the rounds and stuff. I mean, it's kind of what I do for the rerun style champions as it is anyway. Rhino is no Captain Clutch. I know. Tell me about it. You know what I should have done? You know what I actually should have done? I should have changed my masteries and picked up Serum Science once I realized what was going on. Maybe I was in the fight before I could even realize. I don't remember how fast I got into that magic fight. Damn it. You ever think about how fast you're going to get arthritis playing MCOC like this? I don't think this game's going to give me arthritis. I don't have any pain in my hands or wrists or anything like that. I usually change up my hand position, and sometimes I play with just my left hand, which I'm doing right now. Sometimes I play with just my right hand. Sometimes I play with both. And I tap very lightly on the screen and everything, so... people probably... tap harder text messaging or something. MBG, you stacked up 71 mil points in 3 series? I gotta know your secret. Orange Juice, the secret goes like this. First, you put in, what was it, like 1,130 rounds or something like that. Then you die. Then you start over. You're in mid-fight, so I was mid-fight, yeah. I know this makes things feel worse, but I've worked out the math, and you would gain approximately 81% more points with the 5 rounds it takes to get the 3x multiplier back if you use those 5 teams on 3x. That's not too bad. I mean, just like 81% difference for those like those 5 rounds, right? Eh. I mean, yeah, it sucks. Any amount of point loss sucks, but doesn't make things feel worse, really. This will be my last round here, guys. Then I'll go pop a crystal, maybe get some good luck. If I get 225 units on the first uncollected arena crystal, maybe I should get a calf crystal with it. What if it pops out as Namor? I'm not going to do that. Probably answers a bunch of time. What is your favorite champion? Venom the Duck, my current favorite. Changes all the time, but he's my current. Frickin' Dormammu. I'm also grinding for Namor, but my new beginner bracket account. Okay, good luck. My forearms do get a little bit tired if I play a ton in a day, but the only thing really makes sore is my neck. I try to move a lot, but it's still just too much time looking down. I think streaming helps me out a lot since most of the time my neck is more in an upright position, but I know what you mean. I have had that problem before where a little bit of neck pain, a little bit of back pain from like sitting and looking down too much. But a lot of that too is like, you know, not being hydrated and stuff like that, where it could help that too. But yeah, the whole streaming thing definitely helps. Or just watching stuff in general, not always just streaming, but watching a show or something like that. My neck is usually up. Use live stream till 4:45 a.m. It's my lucky day. I will be going to sleep ending the stream pretty soon here. Not necessarily going to sleep, but ending the stream very soon, actually. This is my last round. Then we have the egg. Do you want to die? Yeah. I don't have an in-house massage therapist either. Well, I never ask her for a massage. But actually, I shouldn't say never. There have been times. But very, very rare. Just stay. I can't. I got no champions, and I kind of want to get some food. But I hope you guys enjoyed the longer stream. I enjoyed it myself. Although I do wonder, what if I did stop the stream on my normal time? Would I still have lost my streak? I don't know. But, I probably still would have. Probably would have done the exact same thing. Just focused on something else. The fault is my own. You hope you know you aren't getting paid overtime. Your shift ended 2 hours ago. Oh, man. I've heard that before. If you play at a desk, lower your chair and put your arms on top of it. I guess it depends on how high the desk is, because I think it's more comfortable if I actually raise my chair. Because my desk goes a little bit higher up, I guess. 5-star Punisher? Oh, no, it wasn't those 5-star Punishers that passed by. It was just gold. Thanks for the long stream, BG. Yeah, no problem, man. These streams, always love looking here. Awesome, dude. These streams... It's a symbiotic relationship here, man. They help me grind. They help keep me distracted from actually paying attention to how many rounds I'm doing. And hopefully does the same for some of you out there grinding, or just some kind of entertainment. It's a win-win situation. Streak for Namor is 85. How about you, BG? Really, Abdo? But anyway, let's go find this egg. Always love to have the stream keep me company during my grind. Well, that's awesome, man. Glad you dig the streams. I bounced around in a bunch of streams earlier myself, too. Did Hobbit He didn't say he was going to go live again, did he? He just said he was kind of thinking about it. No, he's not live right now, so probably not. Use that sulfur tequila shot, maybe, Abdo. Alright, BG, time for me to actually get up and do some stuff before it hits noon. I'll tune into the testing stream tomorrow. Good luck with the remainder of the grind. Alright, thanks, man. Hopefully there will be a testing stream. Hopefully I do get this guy. I'll be so sad if I don't. But, alright, yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bummed that I missed the... Bummed that I failed on the streak, but oh well. What can you do, man? It's just a number in a profile. It's not that big a deal at the end of the day. Dakota Shepherd, I don't think is still here. I think he left, but if you can hear me telepathically, dude, thank you very much for the very generous 25 bucks they sent over. Thank you to everyone else that sent over some super chats to support me and the channel and all that. Is always appreciated. And yeah, good luck finishing up your grinds, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully for a testing stream. Good night, everybody.